7:07 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on a Tuesday morning, March 26th, and towards the end of March right here on Q92. Glad you guys are with us. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line 330-269-9292. Thank you for having us on the radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com. And now, of course, you can watch the show for the rest of the morning on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Anyway, you're checking us out. Good morning on this rainy, and windy Tuesday morning in Northeast Ohio. Of course, the video live stream brought to you this hour by our friends at SARTA. So thank you to SARTA for that this hour. We have Jake back with us here after his little mini vacay. Also, coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, not only the Rage Room, but giving away Fallout Boy tickets at 8 o'clock hour as well to see them this weekend with Jimmy Eat World at the Shot in Columbus. Your last chances to win those. So if you'd like to see Fallout Boy, I would keep listening, especially in the 8 o'clock hour. The call is going to hit when it hits. Caller number 10, and you'll be going. Text messages. Marsh checking in. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Christian, Lauren, and Jake. Hazmat guy checking in. And good morning from Payroll Girl.
Morning, friends.
Doing all your pay right now.
Mm-hmm.
Calculating the hours, the wages, doing all the math, or letting a Microsoft Excel do all the work.
Either way, it still works.
I can't believe how much Microsoft Excel can do. I can't believe I have no idea how to do any of it.
You can't do formulas?
Nope.
Formulas are a lifesaver.
I sent one to do averages to a friend of mine. She sent it back all set up. I screwed it up in like a day. I must have hit something. All the thing where it would automatically calculate, gone.
I sit right here and can help you with that.
That's on that computer.
Oh.
It's not a doc, a Google, so I don't have access to it.
Gotcha.
But I'll let you go fix it.
Okay.
That's for damn sure. Because I don't know what. It was so perfect where you just put it in, it would calculate it.
Yeah.
And then one day, none of them worked anymore.
Yeah, obviously cleared part of the formula.
Sweet. So, but I know that thing could do anything.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most innovative computer programs. It's like timeless ever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what that thing can't do.
Never really thought about it before.
I mean, for a business, you could do it. You could do so much for your business on that.
Yeah, absolutely you could.
It's unbelievable. There's like 9 billion formulas.
Google Sheets is similar.
Is it?
Yep.
They have formulas too?
Yeah, you can do some formulas in there.
Maybe I'll start using that. I don't know. I don't understand the formulas. Like, I highlight a thing, I put a formula in, and like, it'll work now. It doesn't work.
It depends on where you're putting it. I mean, you have to put it in the sum column, and you have to make sure that you've bracketed everything that you want to process in the formula. Like to do, like if you were going to total a column, you would be like equal sum parenthesis, and then you would select the columns that you wanted to add together. So like, let's say A1 to A15.
Yeah.
You'd have to close it. You have to close the formula with another parenthesis. And then you should be able to hit enter and it would total.
Yeah, I don't know what you just said. But sounds fun.
Cool.
Jake, you get any of that? All right, your mic's not on. It's not important. We'll talk to you here in a couple minutes.
Sit over there, silent Bob.
No, we'll get it on because he's got a talkie at
No, we gotta find out, of course.
Yeah, interesting what happened to the young boy over at his
really
his weekend. We'll get into it coming up here. Actually, I want to get into it.
I got a little eyebrow raise.
Obviously, craziness that happened in Baltimore overnight.
Yeah.
Middle of the night, I got up to go to the bathroom and saw that. Like, holy cow.
How'd you see it when you got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom? What do you do when you get up to pee?
When I got back down, I picked my phone up.
Why?
Monopoly Go.
Oh, this is how deep it goes?
Yeah, because everyone attacks me.
So you've got to be like all vigilant in the middle of the night?
I got to repair my stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Jamie laughed. She's like, I've never seen anyone like get attacked like you do.
Yeah.
And then she likes when I get
and then
mad.
be obsessed about it.
Well, Marsh, who texts the show, he knows what happened. Ask Marsh what happened.
Okay.
He actually messaged me on Facebook. Was like, all right, bro. I'm like, well, when it says you attacked me 24 times straight, I'm probably going to retaliate. Because it's all here's what I do on Monopoly. I hit random.
Which means what?
A random person comes up to attack.
Okay.
I don't target anybody. I don't look at anybody and go, I'm coming for you. I go random. And there are people, for whatever reason, that I'll open the game and it'll say, he attacked you 17 times. Well, if you're going to attack me that many times, let's play.
Do you have a picture? Do people know like what you look like? Or do you have like an emoji?
I think mine's a picture, but it's from my Facebook I don't even use.
Okay.
So the picture's from like 2003.
I'm sorry. Maybe they don't like your picture and they're like, he looks like a punk. We're going to take him out.
I don't know. They all learn. There's not one person that's kept doing it.
Or maybe it's all girls. They see that old Bachelor picture. They're like, he's hot. Let's attack him.
The only thing, and I'd like for someone to tell me this, how do you get rid of someone who's not a friend that attacks you and you can't find them to attack them back?
Is there like a ghost mode you don't know about?
There's this person. I don't know who it is.
You better Google, man.
They attack me, and then when I go to their page, they have nothing to attack. And they're not a friend, and I can't find them to attack.
Interesting.
So I'm like, they're not a friend of mine. They're not in my friends list. But they show up that they attacked me, knocked all my stuff down. And when I go to get them back, I can't find them. Some spooky stuff right now.
I just still can't believe you play this game in the middle of the night.
I delete the people that attack me on Monopoly. Listen, it's fair. I don't mind an occasional. Because even sometimes you're rolling, you're going, you just attack whoever it picks for. You're not thinking about it. But when it says attacked you, like, real quick. Let me see if I can find someone that's attacked me a lot.
Jake, are you playing this game? Shake, blink twice for you. Okay, there we go.
No, he's not. I don't think any of you guys. I think I'm the only one that plays it here.
Don't you have a hard time going back to sleep after you get up and do all of this?
God, no.
No.
Not with a kid. You go to sleep instantly when you have a chance.
I mean,
he was up at 12:32.
No, I get that. I understand that. I remember those days, but I remember, like, if I had to get up and, like, walk out into the field, like, I was not able to go back to sleep right away.
Like, let me go to... Where can I can't find it because I'm on the air and I want to do this real quick.
Of course. Right. Because you needed to show you.
I want to show you. I can't now because I want to show you. Anyway.
Naturally.
Anyway. If you attack me, like, 17 times in a day, I'm probably going to make time for you.
At 1:30 in the morning.
Or anytime. Last week, whoever it was, I forget who it was, they just happened to, it was March Madness. The kid was in my arms, but he was dead asleep. I had nothing to do. I was like, let's go. I need to prove a point. But man, they're hitting random person thing to get you without being your friend. They just aren't buying landmarks, so you can't attack them back in revenge. Biggest pet peeve of the game for me. It ruins the whole point.
So they're basically trollers. Like, they're not building something for you to attack. They just want to take you down because that's fun.
Yeah, because you go to his board or her board, there's nothing to attack.
Gotcha.
So they don't build anything. They just collect money and attack whoever. You should play.
I don't need something else to get addicted to. Like,
I'm the same.
I have my shows and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to get up and feel like I have to play the game in the middle of the night.
It's good times. Only one after P. It's Benson Boone, which I, for some reason, can't say this week. It's Beautiful Things. I love this song. It's Q92. Do women want gentle men? Or don't you still want the bad boys?
I mean, I don't know about a bad boy, but you don't want a pushover either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would really like you girls just to do that. Text your man that, and then text back whatever the hell they write back. I'm just curious, or just tell us what he wrote back. I'm very curious. I mean, I guess that would be a good compliment to get, I suppose.
Should I add a heart emoji?
No, don't overdo it.
No, okay.
Don't overdo it. I was listening. This isn't going to work.
He's not listening. you doing right now exactly? You look like I don't even know what. You have a second to pop over to Facebook, YouTube, or X. You
Enjoying
look
myself.
so weird. You look like you're getting ready to go like scuba diving, like a wetsuit.
Oh, how cool would that be?
Look at it, doesn't it? Like, you know how they put the hood up?
Yeah,
and
it
then
does look like a wetsuit.
We're looking for the Titanic. We'll be back.
That, or what's that one where they would drop them? Oh, what is Cuba Gooding Jr. was in it? He was he
that
went
was
down.
a great movie.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they would like put the big helmet
Men of
on.
Honor? Men of Honor?
Maybe.
Medal of Honor? Something honor. Fall asleep to the ID channel every night. At home, I have a fan on in pitch black, but if I go anywhere and stay at a hotel or a friend's house, I go to YouTube, put on white noise, or go to Spotify and put on an airplane sound.
They have apps too. Like I have one that sounds like a fan on my.
Yeah, that one Calm, the app.
Oh
Calm.
yeah, I have that. Well, for a while I had a
Is
paid
that a pay?
subscription.
You have to pay.
You get some things free. It's better to pay though.
I fall asleep to the sweet sounds of Judge Judy, someone says
There
on the
you
text
go.
line.
Justice.
I see on YouTube. I just, I now fall asleep to Bluey
Well,
because of my 2-year-old.
yeah.
That's fair. I use the small air filter system in my room. Does that make enough noise to fall asleep?
I mean, it really just has to be that low something.
Yeah, no. Like I said, give me a war movie,
And me, cops.
and I'm going to be good to go.
Have you ever in your life
You're
wanted
going
to
to
put a
be
toe in your
arrested.
mouth?
A toe in my mouth?
Have you ever, other than maybe Jimmy's, like to kiss them?
That is the cutest
It
thing
is
in
really
the
cute.
world. That is the cutest thing in the world.
But an adult's toe. Have you ever had the urge?
I don't hate feet. I'm not necessarily a
Have you ever wanted to suck them though?
wanted. I'm sure I have.
Like suck a
I
toe.
I'm sure I have.
Ugh.
I'm not boring, Lauren. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm not missionary only. Lights off.
you're so dumb.
All right, that is.
You're so dumb.
I'm not.
I have never.
And no
though.
talking. No talking.
Mm.
But there is a huge difference in that with two consenting adults and going into a stranger's hotel room.
I get it.
Sounds like the guy from Mr. Deeds that loved changing socks.
You know,
crazy.
I know you've always told me about the foot fetish and all that kind of stuff. We've had discussions off air about this.
Christian, no, don't lie on air. I'm just lie. No, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I was watching TikTok last night. It's so weird that this topic came up. And some lady, you know where they go up to people and they're like, all right, what's your name? What do you do for a living? How much do you make? And it'll be like a bunch of different professions in different cities, like, and how much they make. And the girl was like, I don't want to tell you. And she's like, why? When she asked her what she did for a living. She's like, I sell foot pictures and videos. And she's like, on OnlyFans? She's like, no, there's a website called Fun with Feet.
Or Foot Finder.
Well, it's called Fun with Feet, the one she was talking about. And she's like, how much have you made this year? And she's like, I'm really close to $100,000. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So obviously the foot fetish obsession is a lot larger than any of us know or are willing to admit, obviously.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's a money maker. And it's not even, think about the girls on OnlyFans. You're not even doing that. You're just taking off a sock.
Yeah.
If you swipe
Q92.
Staying mild through your Tuesday, 57 degrees for the high, but it's going to be wet and windy. Scattered rain showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, and wind gusts above 40 miles per hour. Overnight, scattered rain showers, a low near 47. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here hanging out with you guys. Hope you're having a good start to your Tuesday morning. Busy news day yesterday and overnight.
Oh my gosh, you're not kidding.
Between the bridge in Maryland, my first thought, I looked to see, because I never heard of the Francis Scott Key Bridge before.
Oh, really?
No. Obviously, I know who Francis Scott Key is.
Yeah.
But didn't know there was a bridge under in Maryland, so I wanted to see how close it was to going to Ocean City.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's more D.C.,
Mm-hmm.
that area. And saw the video.
I haven't seen the video yet. I haven't had a chance to. I can't imagine. I mean, that had to have been a really tall container ship.
I don't know. It was a big car. It was a huge cargo ship. It was already smoking, and something was wrong with it when it hit the bridge. Something was already wrong with it. I don't know what. I'm looking at a video. It's nighttime when I watched it, but like you could see smoke coming from it already before it hit the bridge.
Was it coming from like a weird place on the ship? Because sometimes when they're coming into port, I mean, they do have like exhausts.
No, that was dark. It was dark smoke. It was not like.
Gotcha.
But you could tell. They said that it was already on. I think I read one article. I believe said it was already on fire.
I know all of the crew on the container ship are fine and accounted for.
Man, when I tell you that bridge collapsed like that, it was insane.
I mean, they ran right into a support pole. Like,
they did.
I mean, maybe their steering was disabled.
They lost it. I don't know. I don't know.
It'll be interesting what information comes out. I know they're expecting to hold a press conference here very soon. So
the story is up on it's on our website, Q92radio.com. The article is also the link to the story is on our Facebook and our X page. So if you want to go read about it, if you're just waking up and hearing about it, I'll bet if you're on your phone this morning, I bet you heard about it.
Yeah.
Happened overnight, I believe 1:30 in the morning.
It's when 911 calls started coming in.
Yeah. So that going on yesterday. The Puff Daddy stuff is insane.
I told you, I saw so many things that were like conspiracies or just the truth. Like there was so much yesterday around that. It was a lot.
We do know is the houses were raided by Homeland Security.
And houses meaning California and Miami.
Miami. They were raided by Homeland Security. He has not been arrested.
No.
He has not been charged as of yet. His private plane did leave the country. He was not on it. People verified that. People, the website, the magazine, not people.
Right, not like people in general.
Yeah, people confirmed that he was not on that plane, although his plane did leave and go to another country where there's no extradition. But he was not on it. I don't know what's going to come of it. There's been rumors, especially over the last probably 3-4 months, about some bad things with Puff Daddy. I mean, Homeland Security doesn't raid your house for no reason. They at least are suspicious of something.
Oh, they definitely think something's up. Yeah.
Don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But man, what a weird news.
Did you see like all of the agencies that worked together to conduct the raid? It was like New York, Miami, California, and then local law enforcement plus Homeland Security.
TMZ had video of him just like pacing at an airport by himself. Just pacing.
How is he by himself? I wonder.
Maybe he had people around him.
But they just caught him.
But they just,
yeah.
The video that was shot by TMZ or sent to TMZ, it was just him in a t-shirt and sweatpants.
I mean, Homeland Security shows up at all of your homes, not just one. I mean, even just one would be nerve-wracking, but I have to imagine that would send you into a little bit of a panic.
I don't know what's going to come of that, but
there was men at the residence that were handcuffed sitting on like the sidewalk. So I was like,
I don't know if I think they were just detained while they
were,
probably didn't know who they were, and we're like, come here. You, come here, sit down.
Why wouldn't you just ask them to leave the premises, though? Well,
they might have been there. Might have been living there.
Or if they suspected they were involved in any of it.
Had to make sure they knew who was who. But
yeah.
We'll see what happens with old Diddy. And there's a lot of bad stuff out there about him.
Yeah.
All of a sudden. Someone said 2 of them were his sons that got detained.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I hope they have nothing to do with it. But either way,
I will stress at this point, Puffy's been charged with nothing. At this point.
I know, but there's got to be a lot of suspicion for them to be like, you know what? We're going to raid all the homes, all of them.
Which one? All of them.
Right.
Now. I mean, I'm sure they planned it out.
We're not doing a home visit. We're doing a search. We're tossing every piece of
you
property.
Said local sheriff, no, Homeland Security.
Right.
Oh, Homeland Security.
Doesn't look good.
No. As far as PR,
yeah.
You're Diddy's PR, you quit.
Oh yeah.
Like what do you possibly want me to do?
What crisis management PR firm do you want me to call? Because I'm done.
Ooh. I don't know, man. I grew up loving Bad Boy Records.
I know. It'll really like taint some of his music.
Biggie, Mace, 112. Loved him. Black Rob.
I have a hard time. I know it's weird, but like I have a hard time listening to Chris Brown or R. Kelly. You know what I mean?
R. Kelly,
yeah.
I get it. Pretty crazy. Sports coming up after Flow Rider. Then we got to talk about Jake's getaway. Maybe not quite as he planned, huh, Jake?
Yeah.
We'll get into that. What happened on his little getaway? But he still had a good time. You still made the most of it.
Yeah, I did. We did.
Awesome. So we'll talk about that coming up. Flow Rider Wild Ones, Q92. So yeah, happy birthday to her. 60 years young. So maybe not.
She is not 60 years old.
No, I made that up.
Yeah.
She's nowhere near that, but she's older than me. So enjoy your day. Like I always say, there's no one I'd rather have ignore my texts and phone calls than my sister.
I feel like her sister just does her own thing. She's just like, I'm good. I don't want to talk to him right now.
Then you get older, she's like, what? I'm like, oh, gee, I don't know. I can't remember at this point.
Oh, stop.
Thank God it wasn't an emergency.
Well, she's got a family and kids and
yeah,
stuff.
So do I. I can answer my phone or text when one of my family members calls.
That's true.
Or text.
It's true. I'll give you that.
I got to, you know how much you got to keep an eye on an 8-month-old?
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
I can still pick up my phone. Half the time he has it.
Well, yeah. He lets you know.
I taught him high five yesterday. He learned high five today.
Oh, good.
Yesterday. He doesn't, he goes.
Real slow.
Yeah, he goes real slow. He claps.
Yeah.
I love how babies do the open finger clap.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they don't do the clap. They're like,
Yeah.
he does that. He loves to clap. He loves when you see him clap.
Mm-hmm.
But I taught him high five yesterday. Now he's just like,
Real slow.
yeah. And it's funny because the third thing I've taught him that Jamie doesn't believe I taught him until she sees it.
Okay.
I'll be like, he does high five. He claps now. No, he doesn't. Jimmy, clap.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Jimmy does high fives now. No, he doesn't. I'm like, what?
Why don't you believe me? Right.
Please believe me. Like, yes, he does. I could see if I was like, Jimmy's driving now. I could see you be like, no, he doesn't.
I was just going to say, you should start being a little bit sarcastic and be like,
Jimmy knows geometry.
Right.
That makes sense to call me out and be like, there's no way he knows geometry. I think high-fiving and clapping, I think.
They're reasonable milestones.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
In fact, what is he not? He's 9 now. He just
9
turned 9 on the
months
7th.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cavs beat the Hornets last night, 115-92. The Cavs now 44-28 on the season. They're off today before playing the Hornets again tomorrow night in Charlotte. Cleveland Guardians lost to the Diamondbacks yesterday in spring training baseball. They're now 14-14 in spring training. They'll play the Diamondbacks again today at 3:40 p.m. And tonight at 7 o'clock on ESPN, it's the NIT quarterfinals between Georgia and Ohio State. Let's look at sports right here on today's hit music, Q92. .37 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on the radio at 92.5 FM, streaming online at Q92radio.com, and you can watch the show on Facebook, YouTube, and on X. Some local breaking news just happening. We now know who's going to be at the Hall of Fame game this year. Thursday, August 1st, Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. It's going to be the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans going at it. Tickets go on sale Wednesday, April 12th at 10 a.m. I figured you had 3 Bears going in, or like 2 Bears, 1 4.
We said that, that it made sense that one would be the Bears.
Yeah. So the Chicago Bears going in. That would mean if the Bears take Caleb Williams, number 1 overall, that would be his first ever game as a pro.
Yeah. They're not going to play him. Not really.
Not start him the whole game, but he might be in for a second.
For a second.
The Bears have learned what happens when you don't play your guys in the preseason. At least I hope they have. When their first actual game action's the real thing. Doesn't always work out so well. But so you might get a chance to see Caleb Williams, or at least he might be there. Well, actually, he'll definitely be there. The Bears and Texans, your Hall of Fame game. There you go. That's who's coming to Canton to play and kick off the NFL season on Thursday, August 1st. Nice. As a Bears fan, I'm probably more excited than some of you, but still excited. Get tickets for that game.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right, so now we have that out of the way. Jake had a weekend getaway with his lovely girlfriend. They wanted to go. Where exactly was it again?
Atwood Lake.
Atwood Lake. They went there to have a good time, to get away from everything, and just have a weekend, with each other. And you did have a good time.
We did, yeah.
Had a good time, but some things didn't quite. Some things didn't look like they did in the brochure. Would that be fair to say?
That's fair.
All right. Well, let's get. What were the things that maybe weren't quite as you thought they were going to be?
It wasn't that bad. The space was very nice. It was clean. It was like new. We were in like a little shed, like off of somebody else's property.
A shed.
Looking thing. It's a very wide building.
Jake, a shed is a shed. So
yeah, but it had like running water. It had a kitchen. It had a bed. It had a couch.
So it was kind of like
Do you have a bathroom?
It was kind of like a she shed, if you will.
Yeah, and it was in the pictures. It looked huge, and it was kind of just like a one room fits everything kind of deal.
Studio.
Yeah. And there was no TV. We did have internet though, so that was good. We had our laptops and stuff, and we were not actually on the lake. There was pictures of the lake on the pictures on the Airbnb, so we assumed we could look out the window and see the lake. That was not the case.
What could you see?
Trees.
Lots of trees.
Yeah,
Okay.
trees in a road.
Okay, so the room was the place wasn't as big as that you thought.
Yeah.
And the view wasn't at all what you thought.
Right.
Okay.
This still wasn't a bad place. It was still, a pretty good little cabin.
Do they have good Wi-Fi?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi was okay. I mean, I didn't have any problems with it.
Yeah.
As long as Hank in the main house wasn't on
Was-
it too long.
was there-
Right.
Was there like a TV in there?
No, there was no TV. So
I mean, to be fair, you're in nature.
that's true. Yeah.
But a lot of those places still have.
Yeah. At least a little
Television.
Roku or
So
something. Yeah.
What'd you guys do? Like go for hikes? Go for walks?
No,
Go-
because I also thought it was going to be like in the 50s. It was in the 30s. So, yeah, we really didn't go outside and see the lake at all. Really, we went on the last day on the way home just to see it.
So you couldn't really do any outdoor activities. Not your fault. Weather's fault.
Yeah,
So you were there without a TV. Just what'd you guys do?
and we didn't have service either. Like there was no service within like miles, and there was one Dollar General, and so we went to the Dollar General to get like board games.
Of course, there was a Dollar General.
And on the way back from the Dollar General, we had to find a way back without GPS because we didn't have service to go back to the Airbnb. So we had to like,
Okay, so you guys played board games.
yeah,
It was just the two of you, though, right?
yeah.
So what board games do you play with two people?
We played Sorry. It was like a little small miniature version,
Okay.
and that was really it.
Did you bring that, or you went and bought that?
We bought that. Yeah, because after we found out there wasn't a whole lot to do.
So did you watch a lot of stuff on your laptop?
Yeah, we watched Netflix a lot. We watched Hoarders. There was a new season of Hoarders that we watched the entire season of. That
kind of sucks, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you guys still made the best.
Yeah, we
of it,
still had a good time.
but,
Yeah.
but that kind of stinks, I think a lot of people maybe gone to or booked vacations or things like that. And you get there and you find out it's not quite what you saw in the brochure.
Yeah. Usually I'm not surprised, like if I rent a condo and I show up and it's like a shed. That usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So that was a big no-no on the Airbnb's part. They misrepresented the size of the unit that you were.
Did they give dimensions or anything? Or
No, but they did show the picture of the outside, but it was like, again, it's a big building because there's a shed and then like a little coverway with like outdoor seating and then another one to the right. And so there was somebody else staying in the other one too. And so not really, because they were barely there and we saw them like once. But I was under the impression that we had the whole thing.
I see.
So.
Wow, and all you had was the shed.
Did you go back and reread the listing after you stayed there?
We did not. So I'm sure there were some things listed. I'm sure this is mostly our fault. So I don't want to give shade to this Airbnb because it was still a nice Airbnb. But
I have a feeling like maybe we
could have
didn't
been
read some details.
It could have been my
I would
fault.
love. Do you have the email?
Oh, please let me look at it.
Yeah, I'll let you look at it.
Okay.
Can you forward us the email? Please,
Yeah.
the confirmation. I'd love to just peruse that. For a
Yeah.
second. I'm not saying anything. I just would love to see it.
Yeah, it's probably our fault.
Airbnb sucks. I had the same problem, and Airbnb doesn't take the customer side. I stopped using them.
See, we've never had a problem, and we've Airbnb'd a lot out of the state of Ohio.
That sounds awful. LOL. Jake, that sounds like the perfect way to spend an entire weekend playing pin the tail on the girlfriend. Now, listen, whether they express their love physically is none of our business. That's between them and the shed. Let me see here. Jake, was it white on top of a hill?
Yeah, actually.
I know exactly where you were at. I live close by.
Oh my gosh. What a small world.
And I don't know if the people lived next to it or not. It said it was a barber shop too. And it was like
in
a big
the woods?
Where did you go?
It was a
Where the
big
hell were you, Narnia?
white house, but there was a sign that said barber shop and it had hours.
Did they welcome you with banjos?
No.
Did you get a haircut?
I asked her if we could. She said no.
So there was a random barber shop by your shed where you weren't away from everything.
Yeah.
Did people like come and go for appointments?
No, I saw one Jeep there. I don't know if they lived there or they were not there very long, so I don't think they got a haircut. It was 5 minutes.
Jake and the shed. Someone says. If the shed had eyes, someone said on the text line. Yep, big barn. They live there. Her barber shop is in the basement.
How in the world do we this was at Hocking Hills, right?
No, it was at Atwood Lake.
Oh, that's right, Atwood. Okay. So that makes more sense as far as listenership. And how in the world do we have a listener that knows exactly where you're talking about?
Because she says they live close to there, they say.
Puts a barber shop in the middle of nowhere to B&B.
In a basement.
Well, people okay, hold on. The whole basement thing. Tony's uncle was a barber and they converted their basement. It was a very nice shop. It had its own separate entrance and everything.
What? Someone said, what kind of vacation was this, Jake? Did you ask her to marry you?
No, I did not.
No.
So not only did you stay in a shed and play a tiny sorry board game.
Someone said, backdoor shed. That's a nice porn name.
Oh, boy.
They are very nice people. I know them very well. It's a beautiful property, LOL.
Yeah, it is.
So that's good that they were nice. It's just what not. You kind of like walked in and you were like, womp, womp.
Yeah, but again, it was probably our fault.
It's called Delroy is where you were at, Jake.
Oh, Delroy. I know where that's at.
You were in Delroy, they say.
We have winners from Delroy all the time.
We always use, is it Verbo? Is that what they call it? VRBO?
Yeah, VRBO. We've used them too.
Never had any issues, someone said. Man. All right, well, at least you got a little getaway and you and Star got to have some fun times together.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh, you said you were going to cook. Did you do any of that?
We made breakfast. We made bacon, egg, and cheese croissants.
Okay, I thought you were going to be like, we made Hot Pockets.
What'd you guys have for like lunch and dinner?
The first night we had pizza, and then
did you order it?
Yeah,
we found you.
No, we drove to Carrollton to get it.
Okay.
So it was and then we went to Cleveland the next day because there was nothing to do in the area, so we decided to go out to Cleveland.
So you left the shed and drove all the way to Cleveland.
Yeah, because there was a new drink shop that Star really wanted to go to, so we went there, and then we had Chick-fil-A on the way home.
Wait, did you? Okay,
so you left the B&B in Delroy and went all the way to Cleveland.
Yeah,
and you took her to her drink shop, but you couldn't get a haircut.
Well, I didn't really want a haircut, but I thought it'd be kind of like a fun, sketchy thing to do.
Right, like as part of
It's
the
definitely
story.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. That's a weekend in the life of Jake and his girlfriend at a
I'm
B&B
gonna go read this listing.
that they left to go to Cleveland for. It's Jack Harlow, first class, Q92. If I could get an interview with that kid, I would love to hear his side of the story.
Do we even know like what state or what kind of church or?
I mean, if I did like a deep dive, I probably could find out.
I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid.
But I don't know.
He was like,
But there's a kid walking around that got slugged in the chest by his pastor because he wasn't taking God serious. And I'd love to hear his side. We heard the other guy's side. We heard the pastor's side. There's two sides to every story.
there is.
My question is, what the hell what?
Well, like how long ago too? Like, is this kid now like in his 30s and he's got a family and he's like, yeah, I was a jerk. Like, you know.
I just would love to speak with him, and get his side of the story and hear what he has to say.
I'd be interested.
And if he enjoys the fact that there's a pastor out there talking about how he got crumpled.
Day youth group, and he was just trying to push my buttons, and he was just, kind of not taking the Lord serious. And I went, bam! I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid. I just crumpled him. And I leaned over and I said, Ben, when are you going to stop playing games with God? I led that man to the Lord right there.
He goes on. I think the last thing in the clip he says, sometimes you're going to need to do that. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What verse was that in the Bible?
Right.
Love thy neighbor, crumple the kids. I'm like, no, I don't think that's what he said. I don't believe that's what the Corinthians read about. But if you're out there, buddy, I'm sorry. Just joining us, we were talking middle of last hour, about my not daughter sets like 5 alarms to go off from 6 a.m. to like 6:50. She wakes up, sets the next one, tries to go back to sleep. Sets the next one, goes back to sleep, et cetera, et cetera.
This continues for an hour.
I found that idiotic. Not her, it.
The process.
The process. We had a big discussion last night. She said, I just don't get it.
You don't?
I'm an old head or whatever, but I don't get it.
Is that what she called you?
No, that's what I call myself. So I'm like, why would you not just sleep that 50 minutes of full sleep? That's an hour of sleep.
Yeah.
You don't get it. You don't get it. And that's not her voice, but that's what I'll use from now on. You don't get it. You don't get it. Lauren just sets a normal alarm. You have one backup, oh crap alarm.
Yeah, but it's like 30 minutes later. It's not.
I set an alarm. I have one snooze that's like 5 minutes after that. I have my alarm, the loudest volume, the most annoying noise you can have. Jake is also a little bit of a multi-alarm guy now. Are you still that way now, Jake?
No, I'll say like one or two.
One or two, and you're good to go. Yeah. So we had a couple phone calls. A lady called in her 30s. She said, I'm in my 30s, and I do the same thing.
Yeah.
She sets like multiple alarms. And one of the reasons my not daughter said she does this is because she won't wake up as angry.
Yeah, she's gently waking herself up. I think it's the healthiest, wisest use of time? No. But I understand her logic and that,
A lot of you, we had 2 phone calls, and we had a lady who said she's a psych major, and studies have shown that actually is worse, and you get less sleep, and you'll be more tired and more irritable.
Yeah.
And that checks out with the not daughter, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So, a lot of you text. Let's read some of them. See what you guys do. Mine goes off every 5 minutes from 6:20 to 6:40.
Every how many minutes?
5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you could have slept that 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I do that system too. It gradually wakes you up, and when it's finally ready for you to get up, I don't feel as groggy.
See, it works for some
Nuts.
people.
I'm 38. I set my alarms just like her, crying, laughing emoji. I'm a mom of 3 kids, ages 15, 11, and 8. I'm 33, and I do that sometimes. She sent in a screenshot. She has an alarm at 5:30, 6:15, and 6:30. You guys, you could be sleeping.
Angela on Facebook says, I have one alarm only. I can barely stand to hear it once, much less it going off multiple times.
Absolutely. I have 5 alarms set 6 minutes apart. The last alarm having a total different sound. My God, a lot of these people do this. The Not Daughter's correct. You gradually waking up a little bit more with each alarm.
You better tell her to go back and watch this segment on YouTube so she can hear how many listeners have her back.
Q92.
Staying mild through your Tuesday, 57 degrees for the high, but it's going to be wet and windy. Scattered rain showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, and wind gusts above 40 miles per hour. Overnight, scattered rain showers, a low near 47. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Music Q92. It's 7:56. Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, 2 things. We got the Rage Room about to kick off, and one of your last chances to see Fall Out Boy with Jimmy Eat World at the Shot in Columbus this Friday, March 29th.
Also, a quick update. If you are in the area of 62 in Middle Branch, the light right there at the intersection is flashing and traffic is backed up. So if you can avoid the area or reroute, I would, because obviously this rain and the wind has impacted that traffic light. Again, that's at 62 in Middle Branch.
Jake, someone said we've stayed there before. It's nice. You definitely should have done some research. The lake is actually a small walk down the road. There's a bunch of outings you could have went on for sure. A few breweries in the area. Tons of great food from other establishments.
This sounds about right.
Yeah, it does.
The next time, if you come to the area, go to Tappan Lake. They have a new A-frame village area on the side of the hill. It's pretty neat. So apparently there were things to do, Jake.
Huh. Yeah, that's on us.
Oh, well. A brewery. It would be nice to go to a brewery.
Oh, yeah. Does Star drink?
No, we don't. We both don't like beer.
So say that would have been.
All right, maybe that wouldn't
But
have been
good
the best
food.
thing.
Usually
Yeah.
breweries have good food.
Yeah.
There you go. Small walk down the road. It was cold, in your defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't warm. So there you go. Someone texted the light at Middle Branch and State Route 62 is all fixed now.
Okay. And then someone else texted the traffic light at Middle Branch and Harrisburg are flashing. So I don't know what's going on.
I'm going to
Just
stay right here in the studio for a while.
Right. Just watch those lights out there.
I'm not leaving this room
Little
for a little bit.
tricky.
It's Hotel Room Pitbull. It's Q92. And I'm sorry people are a-holes and run through an emergency scene. Good Lord.
Oh, maybe that is the problem.
Oh, someone says you're just a cold-hearted bee.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
We
But
played that this morning earlier.
yeah.
You know who sings that song?
No.
Jet. Sings Cold Heart Bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the group Jet.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense
Not
now.
to be confused with the group from the 80s, the Jets.
You've got it all.
Yeah. You just proved you're going through menopause knowing that song. You just confirmed it with that reference.
I love the Jets.
You're like Donnie and Marie Osmond, of course. Who's going through
Younger
menopause?
than you.
Who's going through menopause? Not me. Hey guys, remember Johnny Carson? We'll see. Great doctor. Love. Fun thing. He's from Canfield.
Mhm.
Married a Jackson girl.
Get out of town.
We were making small talk at the front desk, and he was saying, and I was like, "You got yourself a Jackson girl?"
Good
He's
for
like, you know about Jackson?" I go, "Do I know about Jackson?" Got you a polar bear wife, huh?
Oh, yeah, there
Real
you
nice
go.
girl, pretty. Well done.
Yeah,
Well done. Well, you're a doctor, so I mean,
right. I mean, you kind of put that there.
this is Olga. No,
It increases your
Yeah.
audience selection.
Yeah. yeah. You're the more higher you're on the tax bracket, the more likely you are to attract you know, the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Either
probably.
way, like I said, I root for Jamie every day. I'm like two promotions, maybe one more promotion away from being a stay-at-home dad.
She better slow her roll.
I'm telling
Son.
you, she just got this one. But
I know.
I'm like, come on. I will gladly take that damn kid to school every day. Gladly. It's a dream. Put
Listen,
on Sports Center and
I hear
and
what you're saying.
Do laundry while I'm listening to sports talk. Mop the floors. It'll be Danny Tanner Central when you come to my house.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, and I think it's a wonderful dream. However, I will caution you because I have a friend whose husband did that and got very burnt out very quick. He was
How many
very
kids?
lonely. 3.
So we had to get 3 kids up every day, 3 kids to school.
Yes. And they
go
did it
pick
on the
up.
heels of having their 3rd child. Like they had the other
Oh
2.
my God! So we had a newborn.
Ish. When she went back to work, she took extra time off. So I think when she went back to work, the
Well,
youngest was around 5 months.
You can't leave a 5-month-old. I can't leave a 7-month-old unattended forever.
Well, I
The
understand that, but they're also not mobile either. So you can still do what you need to do and have them there in their bouncer or their swing or.
So close. It's crazy. He's so close.
Yeah.
I think he'll be crawling back.
Is he doing the rock? Where it's like, I want to go.
No, he scoots.
I wanna go. I don't know how.
And he can turn himself around 360. Like
Yeah.
he can totally turn himself around, but he still just can't. And I know when he figures it out, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, I won't be long.
He's just gone.
Yep.
And, it'll be
And
nothing-
usually once they become mobile, they don't want to be held very often.
well, I like holding him. So you're tough luck. I like holding my kids.
I knew that. That's why I brought that up. I was just trying to prepare you for the fact that once they're mobile, they're like, let me down.
Love it, love it, love it. I did get yelled at a few times for being too loud during the Bears game last night.
Well, if he was asleep, everybody wanted to sleep.
At one point, she was like, "Do it again." It's like, watch it in the living room. It's like,
Wow.
all right.
I see. Jake,
Work
I sent
here
you that.
afterwards, and then I'm going to find out if I need glasses.
You almost look like a teenager. Okay, so
I just went last week and got the puff test. Someone said So you were how old when did they say to get glasses?
It was at the beginning. Yeah.
You,
It was.
How do you put that on your eyeball?
I don't know. I could
That
have
would
touched my
freak
eyeball all
me
day
out.
long.
So I'd be afraid I would miss and like get it stuck in the corner of my eye somewhere in my body.
The worst is when it gets folded and it gets stuck up here in your eyelid. And you've got to like work your eyelid to get it to come out.
Man, I'm telling you, no. Give me glasses.
You know what is ridiculous? You and my husband. If he has to touch his eyeball, like he
went
can't,
like this.
he physically
like this. I'd be like, oh my god, like those are my eyes rubbing them.
Yeah,
you can't come close to my eyes.
No, that's how Tony is.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the one time he got pink eye from the kids when they were little, I literally had to like hold him down. He has like lids of steel. I had to pry his eye open to get that eye drop in there.
I get that.
This is Christian in my glasses. If you're watching the live stream, this is Christian wearing my glasses like a month ago. Remember that when I wore my glasses to work? You're like, let me see it.
Yeah.
Because you knew at that time that it might be necessary.
I got my eyes done yesterday, and yes, they do the glaucoma test. I was diagnosed with glaucoma at 23. At 23? Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
See, he doesn't look bad, guys.
What happens if they need to dilate your eyes? And I'm driving on instinct.
Oh, that is the worst. They didn't. The first time they did that to me,
told me. I'm sure they would have said, "Hey, have someone drive you down."
Well, they gave me sunglasses. They're like, "You'll be fine. Just be careful with your speed because it's hard to focus up close." They were not kidding. I could have been doing 85 the whole way home. I couldn't see the dashboard. I couldn't see the dashboard. I could see the road.
Mine hasn't puffered me the last 3 exams.
Well, you're so lucky because I hate that stupid test. They have to laugh at the expressions on people's faces because I jump every time. I want to be like.
I just remember him showing me the x-ray of my eyeball, and I was like, holy cow. Because I hadn't been to an eye doctor in ever.
Yeah.
Until like last year when I got on Jamie's.
In ever. You never went?
How long was it before I went to a dentist? Till like a year ago.
That's true.
Now I'm like, they love me now. Last time I went, he was
the dentist?
Oh, yeah. Last time I went, he's like, I'm really surprised like how good your mouth is now compared to when you came in here.
Well, that's because you're on their wall of fame. Of course they love you. You're like their biggest walking testimony.
I was. It was like
they're like, Christian's here.
It was like digging out fossils from granite. Look, a tooth.
Good morning.
You're listening to Christian and Lauren in the morning on Q92.
Right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Q92 Morning Show on the radio. Streaming at Q92radio.com. And live video on Q92's Facebook, YouTube, and X. Brought to you in the 8 o'clock hour by our friends at Kimball. They're the 8 o'clock sponsor. Thank you to all our Kimball. Kimball is hiring. You can visit kimballcompanies.com/careers today to apply. Garbage men make good money.
Yeah, they do.
One of those ones you don't think.
They should, too.
Then you look it up and you're like, you make a what?
Right.
Son of a bitch. Nice paying job.
Yeah.
We have people from Kimball that listen every morning and text in every morning. So good morning to all our Kimball people out there. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. This hour, Fall Out Boy, one of your last chance to win tickets to see Fall Out Boy with Jimmy Eat World at the Shot in Columbus this Friday night, March 29th. Good show. Jimmy Eat World, that's a good opener, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love Jimmy Eat World.
Yeah, my nephew loved him. I remember him going to see him at Blossom like years ago.
I'm sure. They have some bangers, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, obviously, it just takes some time. The middle is their big one, but they had a couple other ones. Sweetness. Of course, can't think of any other ones. Prove my point. But, at least 2 songs they had. That's more than Chumbawamba ever had.
Touche.
Again, another one, the light is fixed on 62. Good to hear for all of our commuters this morning. Hey, Jake, next time, be vague about where you're staying, but let us know the area, and the listeners will probably give you ideas on what to do. Good point.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that is a good point.
You guys know.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to that area, because we have a lot of listeners there.
I use our listeners like Google.
No, that's
And
true.
there's no reason we can't use them like
it's fair.
B&B info or like reviews. Chances are someone went there. Chances are someone was there.
And it's almost like we have a traveling Google or traveling news with us, because if we say something wrong, they know. They correct it.
You are our Google.
Yeah.
So thank you for being our Google. We appreciate that. Coming up, the Rage Room. Who's got some rage in them? Who's got something they want to get off their chest? Something angering them. They're upset about. They feel better if they just said it or typed it out.
Oh, I've got rage.
Hugel, someone said. Call it Hugel. I get it. Q92.
Oh, instead of Google.
Yeah.
I like it.
Good morning. Text message to the Q List morning show. Reminders to drivers that a flashing red light means you have to stop. Crazy watching numerous drivers not even slow down for the flashing red lights at 62 this morning.
That's scary.
Rule of thumb, people, if that happens, it becomes a 4-way.
Yes, you treat it as a 4-way stop.
Yes. I think a lot of people, strangely enough, don't know that.
Right. If you can see that the other light is flashing yellow, that means you have to, if you've got the red light, you have to yield to the yellow traffic.
So, mind, if you didn't know that, hey, we're your Google. That one, there's some.
That one's free.
We paid that one forward for you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet all 4 flashing red, that's a 4-way. 4-way. But I've been to those where people do not know. And I'm sitting there and I watch people go, I'm like, well, that was ballsy.
Yeah.
That was real balls. So we have Fall Out Boy, Rage Room. Start sending it in. It's Jelly Roll. Need a favor. It's Q92. I believe that. I believe in one day we'll be. Aren't people already trying to put their brains and memories on computers somehow?
I don't know.
How does that work?
Do you think it'll be like multiplicity though? Like the copy will be dumber than the original?
No, I think we'll be half human, half robot.
What was that show?
With a half human RoboCop?
No, they had the little girl.
Oh, you're talking about Small Wonder.
Yeah.
Wow, we're going back to the 80s now.
Well, hey, I mean, I'm just saying they manifested that actually being a thing back then.
RoboCop could be real one day.
It could be. We're never going to have half human, half.
People are trying to put their brains and memories and stuff on computers, which explain to me how that works.
No, I think they're trying to get computers to read brain waves for communication. They already have that. They have specialized equipment for like paraplegics and quadriplegics where they can literally like think or use eye movement to move their wheelchairs to create basic functions. You know what I mean? So we've already kind of had that in the medical realm. They have smart prosthetics like that can help based off of muscle movement, flex and bend a joint in a prosthetic.
Crazy.
Right?
Crazy. Who knows what we'll be doing in the future?
You know, I'd like to do that.
Who knows?
Actually, I would love to look at prosthetics and stuff at Yankee Bonics. I don't know why that like blows my mind that they can do that for people. I'm so grateful they can.
People have frozen their bodies.
Yeah.
In case they find a way to bring you back from the dead.
Yeah.
There are bodies frozen in like whatever chambers right now.
Do they float in water?
I don't know if it's like that, like Star Wars or whatever.
Right.
I don't know if it's like that.
I've always wondered that.
Oh my God.
And then the dinosaurs come back.
There's two things I believe in.
I know.
And I'll say it again. Before I leave this earth, if I live a normal, expected life, anything could happen. I could walk out of here today, get hit by a car. I understand that. No one's promised anything.
Right.
But if I live a normal human life expectancy, I believe I will see a dinosaur brought back before. We're about to bring back the mammoth. We're bringing back the mammoth right now.
The
With
woolly
mammoth
one,
DNA and elephant DNA, they're bringing it back.
it won't be the same.
It's going to be damn close.
But it won't be the same.
They're bringing back the woolly mammoth.
And what if something goes awry? And now that woolly mammoths start like, what if
Well,
it's like
we have-
gremlins? They get wet, they multiply,
Because
and then we get attacked by them.
We have the weaponry to take down a mammoth. Like back in the day, I had to I'm got a loincloth on. I'm throwing a pebble at it, trying to stop it. You know what I mean? I'm grabbing a stick. Like we could drop missiles on it. Like we could kill a mammoth. It's not like before the Stone Age. Like shoo. You know what I mean?
How big are mammoths?
Away mammoths. Bigger. They're huge. They're bigger than elephants.
Well, that's-
Around elephant size, maybe bigger.
That's what I'm saying. And you think we could kill them?
You don't think we could kill a mammoth with our weapons?
They're probably faster than elephants.
They're not bulletproof.
Okay, but I'm talking about the government can't be there for every mammoth if they multiply like that. So
We have more weapons
what, are
than
you going to
people
use your
in this country.
BB gun to scare it off?
No, but you just call the cops or the military. They can blow the thing up with a missile.
If it doesn't kill you first.
Lauren, we have the weaponry to kill mammoths. I don't know why you're acting
Okay.
like we have no way to
Well, I
stop a
didn't
mammoth.
realize we had such plentiful resources to be able to kill all the mammoths that they multiply.
I think we could.
Okay.
I think we could. I know you're like, Nothing we can do. We have no way to stop this mammoth. Let it go. Shoot it, blow it up. No, we can't. Like, I don't understand why you think that would be hard.
What are we going to start having military planes fly in just to take out mammoths?
If they're killing people, yeah, I think we would.
Okay.
Why is that hard? I'm trying to figure out why that's hard for you to believe. Some people are tripping, LOL. We're on LSD this morning.
Wait, no, we're not.
You have seen Jurassic Park, right? They thought they had the power to take down the dinosaurs, and they did.
Thank you.
Well, now, that's a dinosaur, not a mammoth. We might not have the power we think we have to take down. Guys, I'm going to fight all of you on this.
Thank you. Someone's on my side.
Yeah, you and one other person. I got to go into work. I can't stop listening to this conversation.
I know.
Hard hitting.
Have a good day at work, though. Think about those mammoths.
Next hour, healthcare. If they're going to spend a ton of money to recreate some mammoth, they're not going to want to kill it, only contain it and relocate. I understand, but Lauren's saying, what if it goes rogue?
What if?
Now, that is possible.
Yes.
The mammoth going, screw you, I'm a mammoth.
Right.
I'm going to knock down. You think this fence is going to keep me?
Exactly.
I'm a bleeping mammoth.
That's right.
Oh, man. Someone says, come on, Jake, be the sense of reason. Jake, do you believe a mammoth could be stopped?
I do.
You do?
Because well, I agree on both sides. Like, if I'm out in the wild and a mammoth attacks me, I don't think the military is going to get there fast enough to stop me from getting hurt.
If there was an outbreak, if like there was a true event like breaking news on CNN or Fox News,
I think
mammoths of New York City just tearing things up, I think we're going to respond.
Yeah, so do I.
So I think, now would a pistol do it? No, I don't think a pistol would do it.
No, you would need something. I'm Googling this.
You'd probably need something a little bit, maybe a machine gun, maybe an AK. Might even need a rocket launcher, an RPG.
I mean, they've got some tusks, man.
Christian, I believe you need Jesus, my sons. Lauren has the mammoth wearing Kevlar.
I'm just saying, if there were that many, have you ever seen Gremlins? I mean, if they started multiplying, I don't know that we would have the wherewithal to keep up with making sure that we could take out all these mammoths if they went rogue. That's all I'm saying. They were hardly small in size. They were roughly the size of a modern African elephant, and their shoulder height was 11 feet.
Point the gun up.
Oh yeah, and they weigh around 6 tons. They would squash you like an ant.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
Staying mild through your Tuesday, 57 degrees for the high, but it's going to be wet and windy. Scattered rain showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, and wind gusts above 40 miles per hour. Overnight, scattered rain showers, a low near 47. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
positive music. It is Q92. Fallout Boy tickets come up this hour. Keep listening. Q to calls coming up. When you hear it, be caller number 10. You're going to go see them with Jimmy Eat World at the Shot this Friday night, March 29th. But it is Tuesday. It's the 8 o'clock hour, so it's time for some Rage Room.
It's just one of those days where you don't
I saw a video of Limp Bizkit. I don't know what country they're in right now or we're in, and they were doing a concert, and there were thousands. I'd have to look up what country they were in. The crowd was unbelievable for Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Ish.
All right.
Find another. But yeah. Go Chode.
Ew.
Just saying. Rage Room, I'll go first. FCC rules. Can't say certain words.
Yeah.
2024.
I had an experience
Get over
yesterday. That literally it made me so mad. Then my son was with me and he was like, literally, just let it go. I'm like, this is the world we live in. So yesterday my son had a haircut at 5:30. We go to
I didn't think Rage was doing a haircut.
No, he goes to Scott Talbot. So it's on the other side of Belden for us. It's a trek, but we have a stylist that we all love. She cuts and colors my hair. She does my daughter's hair. She cuts my son's hair. It's worth it because we don't get messed up haircuts.
Gotcha. Find someone you like.
Correct. So when we do that, usually I'll pick a place that we don't normally go out to dinner because it would be like a 20-minute drive for us. Belden's always busy, and it's always on a weeknight, so it's a little easier, right? So I asked the kids, I'm like, what do you want? We're not going to get home until like 6:15, 6:30 because it's haircut, blah, blah, blah. My kids decided on Roadhouse. Great. So we order Roadhouse. They have family packs.
I have seen that.
It's a great deal. Christian, our bill was $55 last night, and we got grilled barbecue chicken breast. We got their salad. We got a dozen rolls with the butter.
That alone.
And we got 2 sides. Totally worth it. So anyhow.
Oh, I'm hungry.
We leave the hair appointment. We go to pick it up, right? I placed it online, which, by the way, after our discussion yesterday, I did leave a tip for the carry-out people at that window. Shout out to Roadhouse in Belden. They did not forget anything. I even filled out the survey I got after I placed my order and picked it up and gave them rave reviews. As I'm pulling into the to-go spot, I probably could have made it. But, especially because that person was sitting in their car next to him, the parking spot I was trying to pull into. It was like there was a curb, the spot, and then someone sitting next to that spot. Sharp turn. If you've ever been to Belden Village, in Roadhouse in Belden Village, rather, their parking lot is a massive hot mess. It is way too small for as much business as they do. So I pull in, and I just need to back up by maybe 6 inches and kind of recut it just to make sure that I'm going to clear the car there. And as I do that, some lady flies around the corner going entirely too fast for a parking lot, by the way. Mind you, our windows are down because it was nice out yesterday.
Beautiful.
And she stops behind me because my backup lights are on, and I hadn't got a chance to go forward again. And she lays on her horn totally unnecessary. Went longer than that.
You thought you were going to hit her.
Wasn't even close. And I say out loud to my son, I'm not an idiot. I can see her. I have a backup camera. She came up on my left side, which is the driver's side of the car. And she called me a bad word.
B word?
Yes. And mind you, it's fact, people are walking by.
You could say bitch.
Yeah. She called me a bitch.
Yeah. That's
I don't know if she thought I called her an idiot.
Did she give you the dumb? Did she throw dumb in there? Or
No.
Just, okay. Because that's like the ultimate.
She was like, bitch. I'm like, oh,
Bitch.
I'm like, what? You were the one that,
Bitch.
you're the one that's flying around this parking lot. I clearly took it and called myself an idiot. I'm like, I see you. I'm not an idiot.
Man.
And I got called the B word. So there's people sitting on the bench, right? Waiting for their reservation to be ready. And some guy walked past my car. He's like, real nice. He was yelling at me. And I'm like, I still don't understand what just happened here. Made me feel better. When I went up to go get my food at the window,
another dude.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Piling on.
Way to go.
So when I get up to the window, this guy sitting on a bench that observed the whole thing, looked at me, and I think he could tell, I was upset. And he's like, I watched it all happen. We've been sitting here 20 minutes. He's like, first of all, they need a bigger parking lot. Second of all, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, thank you. Thank you, sir. I need to buy you a dozen rolls.
I mean, steak.
But I was like so worked up about it. I was like, first of all, I did nothing to be called a bitch. And second of all, like, who's this dude strolling by? Like, real nice. Did you see anything that just happened, sir? I don't think you did. I was all worked out. That was my rage yesterday. The whole way home. And then finally, Anthony's like, Mom, let it go. I'm like, I can't.
I got rage with a family member I'm gonna get to here in a little bit.
Oh, I can't wait.
You got any rage, Jake, coming up?
I don't know.
After that weekend, no rage, huh?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Well, we'll get back to rage after sports, right after Adele. Rumor has it. It's Q92. If you swallow chewing gum, it will stay in your stomach for 7 years. I was absolutely told that.
Okay, so I wasn't told that it was staying there for 7 years, but my great grandmother used to tell us that if we swallowed gum, our insides would stick together, and if we swallowed watermelon seeds, a watermelon would grow in our stomach.
Oh, I used to think that too.
Yeah.
I used to think I could grow fruit in my stomach.
You thought you could grow fruit in your stomach?
Yeah.
I mean, you're like 5. You don't know any better.
Multiple fruits?
Yeah. Well, like I never actually had one, so I guess multiple fruits.
So you thought if you swallowed any type of fruit seed, that fruit would then grow in your stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was totally told that by my great grandmother.
I did think that.
All right, you want to hear a weird, gross one?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I mean a kid. This is going to be kind of gross. I used to think my testicles were stuffed shells. Not going to lie.
Sorry, what?
I thought they were stuffed shells I must have eaten and dropped down there. I can't make that up.
What the heck is wrong with
I don't know. Y'all were talking about that. The growing fruit's fine, but I can't have stuffed shells in my balls? Okay, that's the line? I didn't know. That's a fun fact I don't think I've ever said in this show before. I've said a lot. I used to think they were stuffed shells, and I must have swallowed them, and they went down the wrong place, and
that's where they decided to congregate?
Well, I guess I got stuffed shells in my...
Get a hole in your stomach, so they went there?
Don't even remember eating them, but boom, they caught them both, I guess. That's where they're going to stay. Fun facts, everyone. That is 100% true. I am in no way making that up.
I can't believe you shared that.
Yeah, sure did. I'm pretty much married, got a kid, I'm good.
I know.
I've told this story too. I watched a DJ get his ass lit up at my friend's wedding. And I know the girl. I've known her forever. She is not the one to mess with. She is one of the nicest, most loving people in the world, unless you cross her.
That's my sister-in-law. She'll go right for you.
They specifically told the DJ, you do not play the chicken dance at our wedding. Now, they're paying you.
And then they hear that.
Bro decided he was going to play the chicken dance, and she chose violence.
Yeah.
And I watched him in the hallway getting eviscerated. And
Good.
I was just like, I want to be like,
she's a paying client.
No, I agree. You paid. If
yes.
you went through that list, you planned it. This is her wedding.
Right. This wasn't like house music. This was she sought you out and gave you instructions, and you did not follow them.
You a check.
Correct.
Yeah. No, I did not blame her at all.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I thought that man was going to tear up.
Good. Maybe he learned his lesson.
And I wanted to go up to him like, bro, I could have told you she's not the one. She's not the one to decide you're going to make an executive decision.
Yeah.
I'll bet he followed rules the rest of his DJ career.
Yeah.
Because I remember walked out the hallway to go pee, and I was like,
See, and I would have been mean, but I'm more like that person that kind of like just, I hate to say it, I can be passive aggressive when I'm upset.
There was no beating her. No, she's not the girl who beats around the bush.
My sister-in-law could have made him give her a.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cavs beat the Hornets last night, 115-92. The Cavs now 44-28 on the season. They're off today before playing the Hornets again tomorrow night in Charlotte. Cleveland Guardians lost to the Diamondbacks yesterday in spring training baseball. They're now 14-14 in spring training. They'll play the Diamondbacks again today at 3:40 p.m. And tonight at 7 o'clock on ESPN, it's the NIT quarterfinals between Georgia and Ohio State. Let's look at sports right here on today's hit music, Q92. $8:35 right here on today's hit music. It's Q92 Fallout Boy tickets to give away still this hour. I haven't done it yet. 330-450-9292 is what you call when you hear it. Call number 10. You're going to see Fallout Boy and Jimmy Eat World at the Shot this Friday night. We got that coming up for you, but we're still doing the Rage Room. Let's go to the Rage Room. Let's go back to the Rage Room. Got selected for possible jury duty. I'm all for civic responsibility, but the $20 per day doesn't quite cut it. Rage Room.
It sucks.
You mentioned your job. You might be in trouble at your job.
No, they have to allow you the time.
They can't?
No, they cannot deny you.
About it?
Yeah. Unless you're like a surgeon or like then there's like certain loopholes that you can have your employer file and say, we can't give them up for this.
Last night, a guy in a huge truck was pulling out of the gas station using the middle of the entrance instead of being to the right. I didn't have enough room to pull in, so I drove around the block. Right before I got back to the entrance, a car pulled up and did the same thing. Thankfully, I had just enough room to get by him. A Rage Room.
Yeah, if it's a shared driveway, get over people.
Karen check, but Boomer?
Maybe my incident last night.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But Boomer? Rage equals...
Wasn't a boomer, I can promise you that. She was probably in her 20s.
Rage equals when you go on a weekend getaway and it's not what you thought it was. Ha ha. I think that's for you, Jake.
I think so.
My rage is with Mama Bigglesworth.
Aw.
It's not rage. It's just like she doesn't understand technology. And like everything just goes right to like DEFCON, whatever the highest one is. And like I'm texting her because she's watching my son. And I check on my son a lot when he's with someone that's not me.
I know. You look at the camera all the time.
Like,
you'll be like, oh, look what he's doing.
Like, okay. I text, how's he doing? How's he doing?
Yeah.
I get nothing back. I call. Why are you not answering my text? I didn't get the text. Is my son there? Is he okay? Everything's fine. Great. I'm texting her yesterday. I'm like, hey, listen, we got stuff going on today. Can he stay a little longer at your place? I'll pick him up later. Bella gets off school. She can come over and help you watch him. Nothing. Hello? Nothing. What? Then I get this text from her last night, like around 8 o'clock, when I asked her if she could watch Jimmy a little later. She writes back, call me. I don't understand what your text means. Like, it means, can you watch Jimmy longer? I don't know what the confusion is. Then, where's it at? I was like, you got to be kidding. It's like, my phone isn't letting me get messages. Something's wrong with it.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what's wrong with your phone, Mom. Then she writes back, fixed my phone. The ringer was off.
So she was getting messages. She just didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she fixed
But
it.
she's like, my phone's broke. Going right to my phone's broke.
Yeah.
Oh, it was on silent. Not broken. Like last week, she thought she had her voicemail disappeared. It didn't disappear. She just deleted the actual, like, hi, this is blah, blah, blah. Call me back. She's like, now the doctors can't leave me voicemail. I'm like, yep, yeah, they can. No, they cannot. It's gone. It's totally gone. Mom, no one can just delete voicemail off their phone. You just deleted
the cloud.
You deleted the message.
Right.
It's still going to say you have reached 330, blah, 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 blah. No, it's gone. Now my doctors can't get a hold of me.
Did you call it and show her?
He did.
Okay.
He did. She still, I think, doubts it to this
Listen,
day.
our parents go through these things. Like my mom even.
I don't think we will. I don't think our generation will.
Why?
Because we grew up with technology.
Oh, yeah. I think but it'll be something else. There'll be new stuff that comes out that we don't understand.
I mean, in that generation's defense, which I will grant, they did not have anything like this growing up. Anything. We as teenagers got the internet.
Yeah.
We as teenagers got
Had
cell
MySpace.
phones, pagers, if you will, MySpace, social media. We grew up on it. We're in it. So I don't see us just one day all being like, I'm no longer using social media or technology. Now, will we be as good at it as the younger people? No, we won't be. But I don't see us being the type of generation that grew up with it that's just going to give it up.
Yeah.
They lived a whole life without it.
That's true.
Like, our parents were in their 40s and 50s
When they learned it. Yeah.
when the internet came out.
Yeah.
I'm older. Like, they're like, what is
I
this?
get it. But again, as you get older, you just go through things. Things change. Your mind doesn't work like they used to. Case in point, a couple of weeks ago, my mom walked up to our car as we're leaving Dunkin' Donuts after a choir concert. And she's like, made the motion for me to roll down my window. So I did. And she's like, where did you get this? Pointing to our car. And I couldn't say anything because I was like, what did she just say? So Tony was like, we got it at Kane Toyota. She's like, no, when did you get it? And Tony's like, 3 years ago. And I'm looking at my mom going, are you serious right now? Are we having a moment? Do you need medical attention?
Honey, when did you get married?
She's like, well, no, I knew you had a silver car, but I didn't know it was a Toyota. I'm like, Mom, you have ridden in my car so many times. Like, you are just completely oblivious. She's like, maybe I am. I must be. I'm like, oh my. I immediately called my sister. I'm like, we need to watch her.
Yeah, got something going on here.
We need to watch her.
Something going on here. Rage room, driving home from work, and you run over a huge bolt in the road, and even though your tire is not flat, you can hear it click, and your husband won't put the spare tire on for you. Rage room.
Take it. They'll do plugs. They can plug it if it was a clean, puncture or whatever. A plug is only like $20.
My grandma just called me this morning with, quote, phone issues, saying someone hacked it. I went to take it off the charger. There was a noise. Then she flipped it over and said some fingers, and then bugs appeared. Grandma, it was an ad or a video you left playing. I think it was on a reel.
I bet it was.
She was watching a reel.
Amy on Facebook said, my rage is that I just can't eat stuffed shells anymore. So Christian says you're welcome.
There you go. Listen, it's a reality of my life. I was explaining even just yesterday how scared I was when
Yeah, you did go into more detail yesterday.
I was frightened. I was like, how
Thinking
did they?
about how do I tell my parents? And
Yeah. Do we go to the hospital? Do I just play it up?
You
I'm
went
not,
into a deep dive.
I'm not in pain.
Yeah.
Is this just my life now? Let me see. Can't get out of jury duty with the city of Canton. Pay as pennies compared to your daily rate. $30 that you're out of. No, they don't care if you're the only source of income in your house. I'll just lie and be like, yeah, I know the defendant, my buddy.
Be like, I'm sick.
I would just be like, I know him. It's my buddy. He
Oh,
wouldn't do it.
yeah, you should. She'd
Yeah.
be like, yeah, I know who that guy
I know
is.
this. Yeah, he didn't do it.
Oh, you mean the day that you're talking about that you think he robbed the bank? I saw him outside that bank. It's weird.
He didn't
And then
do
they'll
it.
be like, yeah.
I'm going innocent. No matter what, I'm going innocent. Go ahead. Let's go. Can we get started? Innocent. I would just do that. Like, you can go.
We good here?
So soon? It's Imagine Dragons Enemy. It's Q92. Thank you for the call, Mr.
Yeah,
Kim Bolton.
thank you. Good morning to you. Thanks for listening.
Yep. Good morning.
Yeah, I would be like, nope, not doing it.
Mm-mm.
Someone, I need some more context on this. I did indoor skydiving at Virginia Beach. I fly.
Yeah.
Is the name of it. How the hell do you do indoor sky? That's not skydiving. That's just jumping.
No, they like you are literally levitating in the air. There's like an undercurrent or something like that that keeps you elevated into the air.
Oh, are they, like those fake wave machines for surfing, where you surf, but like
Kind of. Yeah, kind of.
I would do that because I know I'm not really falling from the sky.
Right.
It's just a bunch of air blowing me up. All right, I could try that. There you go. I could try that. Dragon's Enemy right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Fallout Boy is coming to the Shop with Jimmy Eat World this weekend, and we got one of your final pair of tickets to go see that show. You just got to be caller number 10 right now at 330-450-9292. Caller 10, you're going to see Fallout Boy. Good luck. Me, yes, but if we had like mortars, boom.
So now we're talking about destroying land and country to kill mammoths?
You know what we do? We would use drones. Drones with missiles.
Drones would drop mortars.
Very precision bombing.
Oh my God.
Everyone does it. We are all
Yeah,
done
Amazon.
for. Yeah, Amazon, you can get it, equip it, you're good to go. Same day delivery. Get out there, you just killed a mammoth. Oh.
Next day delivery.
So, if the mammoth return and a Gremlins like event happens and there's a bunch of mammoths, I'd like to think as a world with all the weaponry we have that we could probably there would be casualties. You'd probably hear, my God, 12 were killed by a mammoth attack in the city. Yeah, sure.
That's what I'm saying.
A 50 cal snipe to the dome would take down a mammoth. See? One sniper. One sniper.
Okay.
Put them on the top of a building. Boom.
Okay, so now we're putting weapons in people's hands, just sniping mammoths.
Well, you call in the professionals.
This is going to be
obviously.
anarchy. This was a terrible idea, and you took us here.
Call in the ATF, or you know what I mean? The FDA, the FCC,
FDA.
the FCC,
That's the Food and Drug Administration.
the OPP. You pull them all in.
The OPP.
You guys are my favorite. Never fail to make me laugh. I look forward to listening to you on my way to work.
Oh, thank you.
What is in her coffee?
We are just big idiots. No,
Mammoth.
what? I'm drinking LaCroix now. I'm off the coffee.
Christian's mortar noise sent me. I don't even remember what I did.
I don't either.
Seriously, I don't even know I made a noise.
I think it was like,
All
I don't know.
Could we survive a mammoth attack? There's something to think about as you go about your day at work and school today. It's Miley Cyrus.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
Staying mild through your Tuesday, 57 degrees for the high, but it's going to be wet and windy. Scattered rain showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, and wind gusts above 40 miles per hour. Overnight, scattered rain showers, a low near 47. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
I've been to weddings where I wasn't allowed to bring a date.
And that to me is wrong.
I didn't like that. I felt, to be honest, I mean, I love that I was there, but I was mad.
We just
paint the town red right here on today's hit music. It is Q92, 8:53, heading towards the 9 o'clock hour. Can you believe it?
this morning has just cruised right along.
Good job with the good old rage room today. All had some rage, but jury duty, cell phones, parking lots being honked at and called the B word, going on little getaways and it not being, what you thought. I get that. 9 o'clock hour. There's a few things I want to talk about. Some with the Browns I want to talk about. We'll talk about the lotto. We'll get to that at the 9 o'clock hour.
You know what won't give you rage? The fact that you can go over to our Facebook page right now and enter to win a $50 gift card to $25 gift card to enter for Once Upon a Child just in time for Easter. It's real super easy.
What are you going to do? Just go over to it?
Yeah, all you have to do is go over to it and give it a like and then comment #cash for Easter.
That's all I have to do?
That's all you've got to do.
Oh, I see a lady did it right now. A lady named Amanda just did it.
Yeah, I see that too.
Look at that. Well, I guess she has a chance to win now.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. And this is why we tell you guys all the time to follow our social media, Q92 Radio on Facebook, Instagram, at Q92 on X, Q92 on YouTube. Subscribe to that. Telling you people we do contests and giveaways like this that are strictly for our social media followers. Not to mention a lot of times when we have these You're Included contests and we go live every day on with the show on Facebook, YouTube, and X, we get a finalist from there. And as recently as 2 contests ago, a listener that became a finalist on Facebook won the prize.
Yeah, they went to see Olivia Rodrigo with their
That's
daughter.
right. So it pays to follow us on social media. Not to mention, if there's breaking news, we put it up there. Our meme game is phenomenal. I'll put it above anybody or up against anybody.
Thank you.
Our Facebook lives at area businesses or things we're doing.
Yeah.
Our shows like this show or Downtown with the Diva every Thursday at 11 a.m. Great way to stay in touch with your live and locally owned radio station. So do yourself a favor. Go follow us right now on Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube page and follow us on X. You'll be glad you did. You'll be happy you did. I'm telling you. It's Fall Out Boy. My songs Know What You Did in the Dark on Q92. Rage Room, families that play favoritism, but then call the kettle black for other family members when they believe that they are also doing it for their own kids. Family favoritism. Sucks. I feel bad for my brother and sister.
You're on a roll today. You know
really
your sister's listening.
I really do. They know I'm the best one. If there's one shining star of the children, they know who it was. They know it wasn't them. To the guy that passed me as soon as the railroad crossing bar goes up, how can you assume I'm not also late for work and in a hurry, asshat? Hey, listen, I'm for name calling as long as I can say it on the radio.
I wish I could be like, you know how they do the NFL mic'd up? I am like the worst. I need one of those for on days when I'm running late or someone's driving stupid, like close to me. My kids make fun of me all the time.
Asshat does not get used enough.
Your sister said I need to take your booze away.
Booze. The Zoa. Rage Room, this country not having a law for maternity leave and having to go back to work too soon because you can't afford not to. Give it the times, USA. Rage Room.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's the hardest thing to go back to work and leave your baby the first time.
It's not easy.
Especially when you're not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like when you're not physically healed completely or, you're like lactating. And I only say that because it's a thing. Like, even if you're not breastfeeding, like you leak for a while.
Yeah. The older you get. Yeah. We're like old faucets when we get older. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about new moms.
I know. I'm talking about wieners. There's that old saying, you can wiggle, you can jiggle, you can do a little dance. The last 3 drops end up in your pants.
Yeah, that's gross.
You ever hear that, Jake?
Only from you.
Oh, well, there you go, dude.
But you have said it before.
Well, take it with you and use it in life.
Oh, I have already.
Have you done it?
Oh,
Yeah. And I repeat it to other people, and then everybody else knows what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Like, well,
because they've already all heard it. They're like,
No.
yeah. Oh, they haven't?
They haven't heard it.
Oh. I see. I've heard it.
Just trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
winning.
Q92, hello, who's this?
This is Jody
Where are you calling from this morning?
from Akron.
All right, well, congratulations. You're caller 10. You are the winner.
Woo! That's awesome.
Congratulations, Jody. You've got plans now for this Friday. You'll be headed to Columbus. You can see Fall Out Boy with Jimmy Eat World, courtesy of your favorite station, which is
Q92.
I believe that. I believe in one day we'll be able. Aren't people already trying to like put their brains and memories on computers somehow?
I don't know.
How does that work?
Do you think it'll be like multiplicity though? Like the copy will be dumber than the original?
No, I think we'll be half human, half robot.
What was that show?
With a half human RoboCop?
No, they had the little girl.
Oh, you're talking about Small Wonder.
Yeah.
Wow, we're going back to the 80s now.
Well, hey, I mean, I'm just saying they manifested that actually being a thing back then.
RoboCop could be real one day.
It could be. We're never going to have half human, half.
People are trying to put their brains and memories and stuff on computers. Which explain to me how that works.
No, I think they're trying to get computers to read brain waves for communication. They already have that. They have specialized equipment for like paraplegics and quadriplegics, where they can literally like think or use eye movement to move their wheelchairs to create basic functions. You know what I mean? So we've already kind of had that in the medical realm. They have smart prosthetics like that can help based off of muscle movement, flex and bend a joint in a prosthetic.
That's crazy.
Right?
Crazy. Who knows what we'll be doing in the future?
You know, I'd like to do that.
Who knows?
Actually, I would love to look at prosthetics and stuff at Yankee Bonics. I don't know why that like blows my mind that they can do that for people. I'm so grateful they can.
People have frozen their bodies.
Yeah.
In case they find a way to bring you back from the dead.
Yeah.
There are bodies frozen in like whatever chambers right now.
Do they float in water?
I don't know if it's like that, like Star Wars or whatever.
Right.
I don't know if it's like that.
I've always wondered that.
Oh my God, the top rope! And being forced to tolerate extreme conditions. Guests can get sunburn on shade-free beaches or shiver in October wind, getting attacked by bees. I have been to the summer wedding with bees.
I was stung as a flower girl in a wedding by bees.
Yeah.
They went up my dress.
Not good.
And I wigged. I was like 6.
Dude, I get it. I mean, the outdoor wedding looks great on paper.
Yeah.
But you don't know what the weather's going to be that day. And if you got food around, a bunch of bees, it's not fun.
No,
I don't mind chewing a fly. When there's bees.
Yeah, that hurts.
Those sting.
Some people are allergic to them.
So that's the list. What do you guys in the text line have to say about things you hate about weddings as a guest? Someone said assigned seating.
Yeah. Oh
Hate
my
it.
goodness. So awkward.
Children. I have my own, but they stay home, LOL. I know it's not convenient for everyone. And the cocktail hour of waiting. I hate. There are people that do not want kids at weddings. I've been to weddings that had no kids.
We didn't go to a family member's wedding just this past year, just a few months ago in Florida, even though we're very close with them because they said no children.
Even your age kids in high school?
My kids are 15. At the time, they were 15 and 17, and they still.
I understand.
So we didn't make the trip.
I got you. Text line, the people. That's what I hate at weddings. The awkward, forced socialization at tables. See, you know me. You're going to sit me at a table with a bunch of people I don't know? I'm not going to say anything.
It's only happened to us a couple of times. Most of the time, we know at least a few other people there, so we get sat at their table, which is ideal.
Yeah.
And we have such a big family that if our whole family is invited, we take our own table. So it's all good.
Yeah.
But in the few instances that we've had to sit with other people, it is incredibly awkward because you're like, oh.
Lauren Jake here with you on your radio, streaming at Q92radio.com. And of course, you can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Any way you're checking us out, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate you starting your day with us. Someone did text, is there any more Fallout Boy tickets? And Lauren said, actually, there might be one more pair.
There is. I can confirm there's one more pair. I can't tell you when they're going to be given. I don't know. I do know that they'll probably be given today. So I would listen all day long if you want those.
Better listen with Nick, then with Keller in the afternoon, and then with Ryan at night because we're live and local all damn day. So you might want to keep listening to Q92 for a chance because rumor has it. Actually, it's not really a rumor. We just confirmed it.
Yeah, like I literally have two tickets left. One pair, two tickets.
One pair, two ticks left to go to see Fallout Boy and Jimmy Eat World coming up this Friday at The Shot. There's other good concerts coming up. I was just on our website. Q92radio.com. Great website. Always has upcoming events. Stained is coming up in May. Noah Khan's going to be around here in May. It's crazy.
I know. Whoever keeps that up to date on the most recent concerts does a bang up job.
You can also go there and read about the Hall of Fame game announced this morning. If you guys missed that as you're getting to work for school, Chicago Bears, Houston Texans will kick off the NFL season. You can read about Sean Diddy Combs. We talked about that earlier in the show today.
Got himself into a little bit of a situation.
Homeland Security raiding multiple homes.
Not good.
Private jet went to Antigua. Now, he wasn't on it. We found out. But
do you think they could have been like, fly it there and park it so he can't use it?
I don't know.
You know?
I mean, it's very weird that it would go there without him.
Right.
I don't know who was on it.
Or maybe he sent his family member somewhere. You know, like,
I don't know, man.
Use my jet. You want to go on vacation?
So we'll see what happens with that. Again, no, he has not been arrested.
Not yet.
Nothing has been, no one's been charged anything, but it's as they say, not a good look.
No, and sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah. So everyone will be watching and waiting to see what comes up with that. But again, these are stories that you can see and read when you head over to Q92radio.com. That's where you can stream the station 24 hours a day as well. So be sure to do that. Coming up this hour. I want some of the Browns in a little bit, but I want you guys to know nobody won the Mega Millions yesterday.
I know. I saw that.
Nobody won it. However, I guess there was like a lot of like tickets that were winning tickets, not for the main prize, but you won something. They're telling people to check their tickets.
Yeah.
If what my mom said's correct, now listen, Mama Bigglesworth is not Google.
Well,
she claimed
it wasn't Mega Millions. I think it was Powerball, wasn't it? Mega Millions drawings tonight.
Whichever one was yesterday.
I think that's Powerball.
So let me see. Yesterday was Powerball.
Okay.
That is now up to $865 million.
If you combine the Mega Millions and the Powerball, you're looking at $2 billion in giveaway.
Now, this is according to my mother. This is not Google.
Okay.
When I tell you, please always fact check my mother, please fact check my mother. But she claims no winner in Mega Millions last night, but 377,000 winners of various amounts. That's high.
That's a lot.
So I wonder if that's a typo. But again, they didn't win the whole thing, but you might have won $100, $1,000.
Right.
So I would check your tickets. Tonight is Mega Millions. $1.1 billion.
A lot of cash.
$1.1 billion. Powerball, the next drawing is Wednesday. Right now it's at 865. So if you ever got your tickets, go ahead and get them.
Oh, here we go. Here's a list of all the prizes that people won. So you need to check your tickets.
Was there really that many?
Well, there were 46 $200 winners, 82 $100 winners, 1,339 $14 winners, 13,338 $8 winners.
The hell?
3,079 $7 winners, and 32,948 $4 winners. Hey, if you're one of those
it was
small
probably
ones,
37,000, not 370.
Yeah.
Sounds like maybe just an extra 7.
I think probably look at it this way. If you won $4, you can go buy yourself 2 more tickets.
Man, you gonna
For
play?
free.
Did you play last night?
I played, yeah, but I would have to go get new tickets. You see what I'm saying? And I've been playing Mega Millions. I haven't been playing Powerball.
Oh, I get them both.
I probably should.
I actually won $10 on a scratch off yesterday when I went to get my lotto tickets.
Oh,
Not
look
gonna
at
lie.
that. Look at
$10 is
you.
richer. Yes, sir. So there you go, folks. Tonight, $1.1 billion up for grabs in the Mega Million with the Mega Plier. Don't forget your Mega Plier. And then Wednesday's your next chance to win Powerball, which is at 865. Insane where the lotto is right now. Someone said, yeah, Mega Millions tonight. Someone said, I want $8. We're on a roll. I think you meant what you won. So you're one of the $8 winners. Congratulations. I agree with Lauren. Go buy tickets for tonight.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? It's Noah Khan, Stick Season, Q92. Belle Delphine or Delphine, PH.
DELPHINE.
And she charges subscribers $28 a month. I don't know if that's lira or whatever the hell that sign is next to the money. It's not American dollars. To access her OnlyFans content. As a result of her huge online following, the social media star, whose real name is actually Mary Belle Kirshner, was able to buy her dream 8-bedroom home in the Sussex County side.
I mean,
she went viral when she started selling her bathwater for 24, whatever this increment is, a jar. To her
I found her.
You don't seem like you're that impressed by the physical look.
It's got to do with more. It's not somebody from Dasani that's buying these.
Oh.
Yeah.
She should be selling.
Or
looks like she sells cake.
Yeah,
if you're into that. Sounds like Jake's into it.
Hold on a second. More recently, she decided that she was kind of a little bit pixie.
Oh no, that's anime.
Yeah.
Doing the anime stuff. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out at anime.
Cotton candy.
Anime. Why am I saying anime?
Oh gosh, we know Jake loves
Jake
cotton
got
candy.
the cotton candy machine. Jake, I feel like you're a little too happy about this girl right now. Are you a fan, Jake?
I mean, I only saw the no. I mean, no.
Yeah, right.
See, you lose me at anime or anime, whatever. Anime. You lose me at that. And I'm not. I don't know. I'm not into that. That stuff's weird.
You can email her for business inquiries.
Yeah, maybe she'll come to Pickle Fest.
This doesn't make any sense though, because she has 3.1 million followers. She's only posted 91 times.
But is that where they get the link to her?
Maybe.
A lot of times, don't they put that on their Instagram and stuff?
Sweet Lord.
You can get away with a lot on Instagram.
Obviously.
Ask Britney Spears.
True. But she always has
She's shirtless with her hands over her nips every day.
Okay, but they're covered.
If she's not dancing with knives.
Ew. Oh.
So anyway.
Further proof.
Of what anime? Yeah, she's.
It's not even anime. What's that called when they furries?
No.
No, furries is when you're full.
That's more of an e-girl.
A what girl?
I'm sorry. What?
E-girl. That's what they call them. Like
Go ahead.
internet girl. Like gamers. It's like a thing.
She has ears.
You think that's
So-
that's more of a video
It's
game?
more like a
girl?
role
She
play.
has furry ears.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that.
But I thought furry was full.
Yeah, I think it is.
You're like in a full bear
Yeah,
suit.
that's more like a role play e-girl type of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I think.
she's like on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of girl be on Twitch.
Yeah.
All cute. Like, hi.
Yeah.
Thanks for the donation. Yeah, furries I see as someone dressed as like Teddy Ruxpin tackling you. So I was scrolling social media yesterday, and I just kept seeing it. I just kept seeing it.
Yeah.
Canton Pickle Fest.
Yep.
2024. Question number 1.
Yeah.
Is this the first Pickle Fest for Canton?
I believe so.
Okay. I'm like, been working in Stark County for about 11 years.
It's the first one I've heard
I
of.
don't recall, although everyone knows I could be sometimes oblivious to things. So, okay. Never heard of Canton's Pickle Fest. I know pickleball has become really big over the last 5 years, but Pickle Fest is coming to Centennial Plaza this summer, June 15th.
Yes.
So that's question 1. Is this the first? My answer, Lauren, who I trusted source as far as I'm concerned,
Oh, thanks.
is that's a no. This is the first.
Yeah.
Second, what is Canton Pickle Fest? I know other places have Pickle Fest. Are we simply celebrating pickles for a day?
Well,
if
first
we're,
of all,
if we're getting like bare bones, zooming in and not zooming out, I'm sure there's more to it.
First of all, pickles deserve an entire day or 2 or 3.
Pickle Fest.
Yes. And second of all the other pickle fests that I've ever heard of is like literally like one of the state fairs, and I can't remember, took one of those jumbo pickles and wrapped it in a fruit roll up,
Mm-hmm. A pickle and a fruit roll up.
then dipped it in chocolate. And after it came out of the chocolate, they rolled it in Pop Rocks. Like they do all these obscure, I know, right? They do all these obscure things. I mean, it's truly for the pickle lover. Do you love pickles?
Not at all.
What?
No, I don't like pickles.
Jake?
No.
Are you kidding me
No.
right now?
No, everything I say, everywhere I go, no pickles.
Oh my God.
Hamburger, no pickles. Chicken sandwich, no pickles.
So you're saying you're not going to Pickle Fest?
No, not at all. Just because I may not like to eat a pickle doesn't mean I don't want to go to Pickle Fest. I'm curious because it was really flooding my news feed. So I'm curious what all entail. It's just going to be pickle vendors? Try my pickle? No, try my pickle?
Well,
I
first
dip
of all,
my
don't
pickle
say it
in
like
this.
that.
I put my pickle in that. Everyone putting their pickle in things?
No, don't. No.
Hmm?
No. It's like everything pickle themed. Like, yeah, you'll have different vendors. You'll have people that'll do like a pickle flatbread. You'll have people that do pickle pizza. You'll have people that do, pickles deep fried and wrapped in something.
Will there be
like,
pickle contests?
Possibly.
Biggest pickle? Thickest pickle?
You're such
I'm
a child.
Don't make it perverted.
Oh, really?
Don't make it.
You say stuff like
what
that, and
have
then
I
you look
said
at me like that.
Besides pickle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a tickling contest.
I doubt it.
Tickle the pickle.
Summer promotions, things like that.
Probably didn't. You think you ever had a teacher that just didn't like you? I can't imagine. I don't know. I don't know if Mr. Belts didn't like me, but he certainly had no problem mispronouncing my name. He might not have liked me. He might have just like, you know what? I don't like this kid.
I'm trying to think.
Jake, is there a teacher you think maybe didn't like you?
That was fast. Jeez.
Why don't you think they liked you?
Was there more than one?
No, it was a history teacher,
Oh, okay.
and he liked all the sports people because he was a baseball coach.
Gotcha.
And he did not like me, and he would always like check our homework, but he would always like just like go over and like, glance to make sure you did it.
Yeah.
But every time he got to me, he would pick it up and thoroughly examine it to make sure that I did it. But everybody else was like, "Oh yeah, you're good, John. You know, Mark, you're good. Jake, let me see that." And he would like pick it up and like examine it. And he made me redo things several times. And are
you saying the athletes got to do whatever they wanted?
No, they didn't get to do whatever they wanted, but
they certainly had it easier.
Yeah, and so did the other kids. I don't know. He just had it out for me. He did not like me every day.
Well, that sucks.
Is he still there?
I think so. I don't know.
You want to give him a shout out? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I said Mr. Belts.
Oh, true.
I don't know where he's at now.
I don't know where he's at, but it was Mr. Gamble.
Yeah. They had like a list of things you don't realize you do that annoy your neighbors. And I was going through a list. It's pretty standard. It's a lot of things that I think we've all experienced neighbors doing, or we've even maybe done ourselves.
Right, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mowing your lawn late at night or early in the morning. Letting your dogs go in the neighbor's yard and poop. And, you know what I mean? Not taking care of that or not cleaning up the poop.
Yeah.
Things like letting your kids play in the street all day. Going overboard for holidays.
That's my yard. Mind your business.
Tree debris or grass debris, not putting the grass clippings out in the street or letting your leaves go into your neighbor's yard or raking them into your neighbor's yard. Things like that.
Yeah.
Parking issues. People who park on the street and other people don't like it or not allowed to do it, but they do it anyway. Emo girl right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Someone were talking about Powerball a little bit ago. They said the Powerball website is a nice breakdown of winning tickets at each level with and without the power play. I just give our tickets to Jamie and she has the Lotto app.
Yeah.
We just scan them. It says
That's what I did yesterday with my tickets that I had. I was like, this is not a winner. I was like, dang it. And then I scanned the other one. This is not a winner. Dang it.
I know. But I'm telling you guys, you better play today. I want to, Browns fans, I want to talk to you for a second today. Obviously not a sports show or nothing, but I read this article yesterday. I wondered what Browns fans really think. The Haslams were talking. It's the owners' meeting, so all the owners are talking this week.
Yeah.
No matter what team you follow, your owner's down there. They're making rule changes.
Yeah, which the hip tackle got banned. Anyhow, sorry, go ahead. I don't want to.
Tackling will. But the Browns, what Haslams were saying is two things. Either one or two things are going to happen. Either they're going to put in $2 billion, and the city's going to put in $2 billion, and they're going to totally revamp the stadium,
like around the
make
stadium.
It great. Yeah, and do renovations and
yeah.
Or they're going to put $4 billion in, build a dome somewhere else in Cleveland, not on the lake shore.
Well, they've already purchased land, so
a dome. So the Bears. The Bears did the same thing, but they haven't announced what they're doing yet because the city wants them to stay.
I think the city of Cleveland definitely would love to host like a Super Bowl here, and as long as we don't have a dome, we can't do that.
That's the thing. If you're a football purist, I'm sure the thought of a dome in Cleveland is like, you know what I mean? You're probably sitting there going,
brother, what's that?
But if you're,
I'm sorry, but
you zoom out and you think bigger than just even football.
Yeah.
And you think the possibility of a Super Bowl, the possibility of
hosting playoff games,
hosting, something with college football playoffs, things you can have in that stadium, big time fights you could have in that stadium. When you think of Cleveland, who is getting a SummerSlam, would they get a WrestleMania?
Yeah,
the biggest of the wrestling events, and other things that could be huge for Cleveland's economy and Northeast Ohio's economy beyond just football. The concerts, you know what I mean? Imagine the monster truck shows.
Oh yeah, I mean
Just
they've
kidding.
already done that in
I'm
First
just
Energy.
kidding.
But
They could do that even in Rock'emore.
Yeah.
They can do it Cavelli and Youngstown. What I'm saying is, Browns fans, would you be for the? I'm just curious. Would you be for the dome? I get it, because a lot of people want to do we'll do the retractable. That is so much more expensive.
oh, it really is.
That is so much, because the Bears were looking at that. Not to make this about the Bears, but the Bears basically were like, no.
It's weird.
What people like is what the Vikings did, and it doesn't open, but it's glass,
right?
So sunlight hits the field.
I mean, I've been to Ford Field, and I'll be honest with you. Like when you walk in, you're like, yeah, it is the dome. But when you're watching the game, you don't really when you're looking down, you don't really realize you're indoors. Theirs is a very sheer. It's not clear, but it's very sheer, if that makes sense. So we could even see the sun setting outside.
Yeah.
I think
so natural light gets in there.
Yeah,
Sunlight gets in.
100% it does. Yeah. I mean, I can see the value in a dome. What I can't see as a Browns fan is, two things. One, I can't imagine the Browns not being on the lake.
Yeah. Nostalgia.
Anybody that's
history.
gone to a game, even if you're in the upper bowl and stuff like that, to be able to look out across Lake Erie is super cool. It's an experience.
Mm-hmm.
But in order for it to stay in Cleveland, I think they really seriously have to address the parking issues. To go to a Browns game, I mean, you're parking in random lots, and I get people are making money, but it is a hike sometimes, depending on where you have to park to get into the stadium.
They could do better on parking.
Yeah, and I think that not only if you moved it away from the lakeshore.
Where did he buy that land at?
I think is it in Avon?
So it would be outside of the city limits.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what Chicago, Arlington Heights. It would not be in Chicago at all. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys are not in Dallas.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's a 176-acre parcel in Brook Park.
Brook Park.
So, yes, outside of Cleveland city limits. I think
Yeah.
I'm thinking Avon because I think they have practice.
And again,
facilities.
wouldn't be the only NFL team whose stadium's not in the city. Like I said,
Correct.
Dallas Cowboys, that's in Arlington.
Right.
That's not in Dallas.
Nope.
Like I said, the Bears are looking to do stuff. If they go to Arlington Heights, that is not in Chicago.
Correct.
They bought it by the airport in Brook Park. Their practice facilities in Berea, someone says on the text line. I mean, would it bother you guys as a Browns fan if they took it out of downtown Cleveland, but you had this amazing dome stadium, beautiful, state-of-the-art?
I think that once you had that first taste of being able to actually park your car in a lot at the stadium.
What about
or not having your $12 beer freeze?
That happened to me in Chicago.
It happened to us in Cleveland.
I went
at
to a
the
Bears
Steelers
Vikings game, and when I say tippy top, we were tippy top in the end zone.
Yeah.
And our beers were freezing.
That's what I'm saying. $12. And Ford Field, when we went, it was cold out, and it was nice because it is temperature
So
controlled.
I'm saying, I get tradition and I get it, Browns fans, but can you imagine December? It's cold, snowing outside, and your comfy ass is in that dome. And could you imagine how loud the dog pound could be in a dome?
Ugh.
Can you imagine another team trying to hear each other and make communicate when that dog pound, everyone's slapping everything inside a dome?
I don't know, though. There are some certain things that I would miss, even though you're walking your butt in from the parking lot. There's always a gentleman who's on, I can't remember what street it is, right outside of the stadium. So close to the pro shop, which is center of the stadium, facing inland. And he always sells merch, but he has this quite catchy, quite foul chant that he does. I think I would miss that. It's woof.
No, listen, I get it if you'd be like, no, man, I want.
Street vendors wouldn't, unless they'd allow them in the parking lot.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of those in Cleveland when you walk the city streets now to get into the game.
I mean, I get it. I really do. The Cavs used to play in Richfield for years. Yes, they did. The Jets and Giants play nowhere near New York City.
I know. That's in what? East Rutherford.
Yeah. it's in New
Yeah.
York City. Text message, no dome. That's what I wanted to know. Dome or no dome for Browns fans right now? We're in Northeast. This is us. Would it really bother? Now, maybe since I'm a Bears fan first, I'm for it. But like, I just feel like even if I was a true Browns fan, I think I'd kind of want it because of what it could do for the economy, what it could do for Cleveland, almost beyond football.
I know, but if you were raised on Cleveland Browns football, you were raised going to the lake.
That's a song raised on the Cleveland Browns. Remember that song?
We have it on cassette tape.
Great keyboard in that song.
The Bernie Shuffle and
Bernie?
Yes.
Woo!
We have that on tape.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Oh man, here come the Browns. Here come the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
They had so many good songs in the 80s. So many good songs in the 80s. Just curious what you guys think. Dome or no dome for the Browns as they are talking. Well, look, one way or the other, something's going to happen. They're either going to do the renovations and really update Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland where it is, or they're going to go to where you said Brook Park?
Brook Park. And
they're going to build one there, and it's probably going to be a dome. What would you like to see? 330-450-9292, or you can text 330-269-9292. Someone says all sport teams in the North need a retractable dome. No reason for the weather to impact a game. I will say though, the retractable dome much more than
who needs a dome?
The dome. Who?
Buffalo. Buffalo needs a dome.
Yeah.
To me, it's dumb that they don't have a dome already.
They'll just ask their fans to come shovel for free. They'll show up. I'll give them that.
They will.
Shovel in hand. It's Ariana Grande. We can't be friends. Q92. You ever been put in the friend zone, Jake?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lots of times.
I'm quite familiar with that.
When did you find out you were in the friend zone?
Pretty much right away.
Right away? What's a key to you? How do you know?
I don't know. They don't show interest. They don't want anything to do with you, or they might be in a relationship already.
See, I don't consider that friend zone. I just consider that like she's dating someone.
Yeah.
But it's been there. I saw an article on 8 reasons why girls friend zone guys. And we all know, guys, friend zone is a terrible place to be if you like a girl. I like you. You're a buddy. Oh. I mean, in your head, you just hear, no! Oh, you said buddy? Did you call me buddy? Oh, son of a bee sting. We've all been there. Well, maybe some of you have. A lot of you have realized, oh no, I'm the friend. I think a good sign is when she's telling you about other boys.
That's
when you need to realize. I'm the guy you talk to about the guys. Oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh no. I found an article of 8 reasons why girls friend zone guys. And listen, I always say too, you're entitled. Just because someone likes you doesn't mean you have to like them back.
Right.
I've never felt that way. I don't think it's rude if I'm like, I like you. I don't like you that way. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It sucks. But a lot of times us guys, we tend to get pissed.
Yeah.
And start, it's like, just because I like you.
Right.
But it says the reasons why that we get friend zoned is, I'll go through the list real quick. She's not sure what kind of guy you are yet. That's not what we're all about.
Okay.
She's going to keep you the friend zone. She's too familiar with you.
Yeah.
You guys know each other too well. There's no mystery. There's no, wonder what he's like. Just get too close. She probably likes someone else. It says. She might be too busy right now for a relationship. You both know each other's history too well. See, I always thought that could be a positive thing.
It could.
Because, I know your secrets. You know mine. There's no lies here. There's no secrets here. Let me see. She could be dealing with stuff in her life. Could be. She could want to get to know you first, not as a buddy. She genuinely just wants to be friends with you. That's probably it. So those are eight reasons why they put you in the friend zone. It happens.
It does.
It happens, but like I said, for me, I always, if I got put in the friend zone, I knew that my telltale was usually when any girl would start telling me about her boy trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I like this guy. But like, you like this.
Not me, but
Oh, I got you. I got you. That's when I do I do my little slow fade. I would do my slow fade into the darkness.
Yep.
Be like, exit stage left. What was it when I divorced on the text line? I spent $5,000 on sports cards after I got divorced.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I mean, I guess that's better than some of the other things you could have spent your money on after divorce. Won't those sports cards like appreciate? Like if you ever wanted to sell your collection, maybe you could get some money back out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is really just a labor of love.
I feel like, can you get lucky and get a car? Oh my God, yes, absolutely. But to me, I feel like it should be more of take it as a hobby, not an investment.
Gotcha.
And then let the investment part surprise you. Be like, oh my God, Tom Brady rookie card.
Holy cow, right.
But don't think like, oh my God, I bought a bunch of cards. I'm rich. Because I did that in the 90s, and I have nothing to show for it. Most young couples can't afford it right now after marriage. The big spending, yeah, you might be right. You might be right.
It could be. That's fair.
I feel like y'all just read the description of my ex-husband to a T, someone says on the text line. I don't know. Listen, there's a reason I get up every morning and read Women's Day. Sometimes they got some good stuff. I actually think that's a pretty impressive list. And I think that's a pretty good list.
I think it is
of
pretty
things
good.
that probably divorced guys all have in common. I do. I bet a lot of those things people probably, growing apart, doing boyish things with your money afterwards, in the end having some like appreciation and like missing that person, being shocked because again, we can be dumb. I guarantee you there are so many guys that got that their wife was like, I want a divorce, and they didn't see it coming at all.
I bet that's true probably too.
Oblivious.
Yeah, but us women can be horrible people too. I mean, I know women who have cheated and husband's oblivious and they go home and they're like, wow, we got to talk. And I'm sure it does blindside them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a horrible conversation to have.
But even if you've earned it, like if you haven't treated your wife or husband, can you imagine like the shock if you seriously were like oblivious to have your husband or wife just say, I want a divorce?
That would be so devastating.
And mean it. Like and you truly were like, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? That'd be insane.
It would be bad.
That would be insane. The early 40s are when typical Americans start noticing telltale signs of aging, including gray hair and joints that begin cracking. Interesting.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. Thank God. I don't have gray hairs yet.
None at all.
No.
Really? That's interesting.
And I mean, like, I need to get I would see it still in my roots. Like, I'm due for my hair to get done in the next week, but I would see it and I don't. But here's the thing, too. My mom was in her early 60s before she started getting some gray hairs. So I'm hoping I take after her in that regard.
Yeah. I know girls that start getting gray. I wouldn't say gray hair, but like strands.
Oh, when we got married, one of my bridesmaids had to get her hair dyed right before the wedding because she was showing grays. She was in her 20s.
See, that's yeah.
I mean, her mom started going gray early too.
I swear, and I have no scientific way to back this up or prove this. I swear to you, my chin 92 text messages. I mean, it's difficult to have a dome in the north where it's cold and snows. Look what happened in Minnesota. They had too much snow, but on top, it's a big expense if it breaks. Well, that was their old stadium. That was the Metrodome.
Yeah.
That was not the new dome that they built. They've had no issues with the much more expensive one that they built. Dome, absolutely. Our weather sucks. I want a dome. Another one says, no dome, real grass. Football is better in weather conditions like snow and rain, someone says on the text line.
I mean, there's pros and cons to grass. Obviously, we know that turf can cause more injuries. Grass is harder to maintain because we do have crap weather. I mean, you could really end up not being able to play because of the field conditions if it's grass.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. One of the two is going to happen.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know which one. Either we're going to redo the stadium as is and put $2 billion worth of renovations or expansion, whatever they're going to do in, or they did buy that land.
Yeah,
I don't think they bought it for nothing.
No, I don't think. 176 acres is
That's a lot
of land to hold on to for nothing.
Yeah, probably be a good land, probably enough land to put a football stadium in. Probably a pretty big one.
Yeah, I'd imagine with parking.
That is interessante. So we'll see. It's that time of year. Like I said, the owners are all down in Florida, so they're all talking, yapping, and we'll see what comes with that. Oh, I won $2 on Classic Lotto last night.
Look at you.
Didn't win Mega or Power.
No.
She just checked the tickets, but that's $2 more. That's part of all our Lotto money goes to vacation. We have a jar. We put all our scratch off and Lotto winnings.
Yeah.
Jar's looking pretty good lately.
Well, that's good.
Heck yeah. Very excited about that. Dome. Would love to have something like WrestleMania in Cleveland. There's a lot of things you could do in a dome. When you look at Jerry World in Dallas, they've had the Final Four there for March Madness. You could do a lot. I mean, it'd be for the Browns, obviously, but you could do a lot in that facility that would really bring a lot of money and a lot of people to Northeast Ohio, probably all times a year. It's 9:40. It's Miley Cyrus and Flowers on Q92. Blue-eyed country girl checking in. Jake seems like a clean guy.
Hold on. He's turning on the mic for this one.
Sorry, what?
I'm just reading what it says. It says, blue-eyed country girl checking in. Jake seems like a clean guy. How did he meet Star?
I met Star on Bumble.
Bumble's the way to go if you're a guy, I'm telling you. That's the way to go. Because the girl has to initiate any correspondence.
So you know she's interested. That's real nice for you guys.
She's interested at least enough to say hello. Can you ruin that immediately? Sure you can. But I mean, at least you know she thought enough to at least say hello.
Right.
So I think Bumble's the way to go. If you're a guy and you're looking that route, and trust me, your boy has been on Bumble. Go with Bumble. I mean, Tinder's fine. Tinder works, but I feel like Bumble's better. If you're not to be all, but I think if you're actually looking for something, not just a little.
I gotcha.
I think Bumble is the better way to go.
Like
Would you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Like if you're looking for an
Yeah,
actual
I refuse.
relationship.
I was on all the dating apps, but I did refuse to get Tinder.
You never did.
I never did Tinder.
Wow.
Never.
And you were on everything.
You didn't even get in there just out of curiosity?
I was on Christian Mingle, but I was not on Tinder.
Oh man, I hate.
It's a good old boy that you can take home to mom.
That's just interesting. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit more. But I have to keep us on time, which I already haven't done. Thanks for the signal, Jake.
Well, you were asking him about his dating life.
Get us all in trouble.
We lost power literally all of the time. Like one big gust, lights out. Like that's all it took. Yeah, done. We'd be done. We'd be sitting in the dark.
Jake, pretend you're the wind.
Oh, look, power went out. I don't know what.
That was performance art right there. That was Shakespearean. We should take that on the road.
What was that?
Yeah, Jake, you were just whispering. I said, "Be the wind." I have a secret.
But like when we moved, we switched power companies. We never lose power. Ever. I shouldn't say that. We lost it right before Christmas last year, and we were out almost all day.
When I lived in Alliance, I actually would lose my power a lot.
No, like legit. Like, how does this even happen? I want to see if you. Who did you have?
I'm not bashing them. My power. I had Ohio Edison.
Oh, see, we have Ohio Edison now. We used to have AT&T.
I have Ohio Edison now still.
Yeah.
My place now, knock on wood, God don't jinx us. When a lot of places around us go out, power, we don't.
Ooh.
Knocking on wood for that.
You're on like a secret strong
I don't know,
grid.
but like we've been very lucky. Very lucky. My mom's goes out all the time.
Do you have well water?
No.
See, we do. So when we lose power, we don't have water at all.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, because then the pump can't pump it up from the well.
No, I understand.
Yeah. Just in case you didn't.
You see, Christian, what happens is Q92, couple texts. We are loyal Browns fans. We will watch them in a dome or normal stadium, but dome is all season stadium that will open many opportunities, like you guys said. Yeah. If they built a dome, could they hold more winter concerts in Cleveland instead of Rocket Mortgage? If the artist was that big.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not for...
The stadium has more seating than Rocket Mortgage does.
Yeah. So like a Taylor Swift type thing, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be a bigger artist to fill a football stadium and dome than you would like a Rocket Mortgage or the one in Pittsburgh, things like that. Or,
yeah.
You know, so I...
PNC, you mean?
That's
the
like
PNC Park. Oh, PPG Paints
there
Arena.
You go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So, you're right. Look, they could do a ton. They could do all kinds of expos, all kinds of things. Like I said, Jerry World has hosted the Final Four. You could do basketball. You could do anything.
Yeah.
So it really could help a lot. If they build it, they will come.
Touche.
One says, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's today's hit music. It's Q92.
Hey, folks, this is AJR.
They cloned a goat, didn't they?
Something like
Didn't we
that.
clone a goat or a sheep or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Pig. I don't know.
We cloned something. We'll be cloning humans.
No, I think she actually is alive and that she had some sort of surgery and she is recovering. But if the royal family really uses a body double, which they have said that they do have someone that's like a lookalike, like a decoy, if that's really who it was at that farm market and stuff, like that's so dumb.
Imagine that's your job, though. I bet you get paid a lot.
Like, I am paid to look like
Chill
Kate
somewhere,
Middleton.
and we'll call you when we need you.
Right.
And when you do, we'll give you clothes, we'll whatever, and you got to go out and do it. Just
Like act like Kate Middleton.
Yeah. Just walk around somewhere.
Yeah.
Be seen. We'll make
To
sure the
throw off.
paparazzi can only film you from a distance.
Right.
Somehow
can't
with an
really
iPhone
tell.
2. That's the stuff that cracks me up.
With an iPhone.
Yeah, you get like these. You see these footage, and it's like the Zapruder film. I'm like, in the world where everyone has an HD camera in their hand, how are the only people that get a video of Kate Middleton or anyone when it's like something big? Looks like they're holding like a flip phone from 1997.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Listen,
Yeah, you got any tips for that?
that one's a really tough one. You're in a pickle. You're in a pickle. I've already helped you survive a helicopter crash,
Oh my God.
a car crash, and I've helped you survive an elevator crash. A parachute, I mean, it might be time to accept your fate. What I would do...
You really don't have
listen,
it. Okay.
What I would do, and this is not going to be easy, depending on where you jumped out of the airplane, I would look for trees, okay? I would do research on what you can do to like make yourself go like a little bit like the Rocketeer, like go across.
Chest in the air, arms
Yeah.
back.
You know what I mean? Look for a tree, and now you're going to have to time it perfect, and you're probably going to get a splinter.
You think?
You're going to want
Or you're going to get a tree branch up your rear end. You're going to be a human skewer.
Hey, it'll still stop you. So you're going to want to grab onto the tree as you hit it. You got to grab onto it, all right, in hopes that stops your momentum. And if you grab it correctly, you'll be stuck on the tree till someone comes to survive you. Now, you'll probably be bruised. I guarantee you'll feel it tomorrow. But then even if you fall down the tree, as you fall down, grab branches to break the fall, break the momentum of your fall. All right? Now, if it's over water, doesn't open again, pencil. You know what I mean? But you might, the hit to the water could hurt.
What is wrong with you?
But that's what I would do. I would look to try to angle your body as you're falling, something with a tree to where you could try to grab on as you go by it to break that momentum. If nothing else, you might break the momentum and maybe be really hurt, but survive.
And your spine.
Sure. Sure. So there you go. Texas Hold'em right here on today's hit music. It is Q92 9:55. That's going to do it for us. We are out of here. Thank you guys so much for having the show on this morning. We're starting your day with us on the radio, streaming at Q92radio.com. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or X, thank you for that as well. Thank you for the phone calls, the text messages, the comments on Facebook, YouTube, or X. You guys are awesome. That's going going to do it for us. We'll be back tomorrow morning at Your Call Wednesday. We'll be talking to our friends at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Rich DeRoche will join us. He'll tell us all about the Hall of Fame game that got announced today.
Yep.
The Bears and Texans on Thursday, August 1st will be the Hall of Fame game kicking off. Hall of Fame weekend, really. It's Hall of Fame week, but that kicks off like the weekend of events. And that kicks off the NFL season, believe it or not, in August. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow. Plus, we'll have more prizes to give away. Got a lot going on this week. And again, we still have more Fallout Boy tickets to give away, so I keep listening with Nicolina, Keller in the afternoon, and with Ryan at night. Might be a pair left to give away.
You never know. Stay dry today. It's going to be a real rainy one.
Definitely rainy out there. So
yeah.
Stay dry if you can. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Again, Nick in here next. Keller after that. Ryan at night, because we are live and local on your locally owned radio station. Jake, would you like to take us home today?
Love you. Bye.
There you go. He would, and quickly he would like to. It's Steve Lacey. It's Bad Habit. It's Q92.